ani ce ai mai jucat, nu că îți dă plus 3, ori
Nu, am
3
mai jucat vreo...
experiență, îți dă ori 3 sau ori 4,
Da.
de 3 ori mai mult sau ori 4 ori mai mult dacă e primul tău meci.
Am mai jucat vreo 20 dimineața.
20 de meciuri, bă, mamă. Că mi-ai zis tu că vrei, nu?
Da. Nu aveam ce să fac. Stai până aici.
Trebuie să înveți tu de acum unde să mergi. Unde merg mediile. Nu e neapărat aici unde merg eu. În direcția asta unde merg eu. Mai poți să joci în alte părți, cu siguranță. Dar mediile, light-urile în zona asta se duc. De obicei. Ia uite, aveam... Vezi că ăla face 300 de damage de acolo așa. 240 are.
Deci după deal, momentan nu are cum să mă vadă.
Ai grijă. Uite-l. Dai.
Încerc, trebuie să iasă.
Vezi că sunt oameni în față. Pe mine m-au văzut.
M-au văzut acum.
Uite-l.
Fac. Nu trage nimeni în mine.
Uite-l.
Critical. Hai, ieși. Lac, ieși.
Dată. Ia uite-l și pe ăla.
L-am lovit și dacă ies acum, a dispărut.
Da, au ieșit din raza de radar.
Not penetrated. Fost văzut.
Ai fost văzut în spate atunci. E riscantă poziția, nu stai acolo. Hai, te protejez eu, dacă iese el îi dau eu.
Nu.
Da. Dar o să tragă el azi din fața ta.
Stai acolo. Nu vine după mine.
Mă mir cum de tragă el azi din stânga ta în tine. De pe oraș. La aia mă refer.
Aulă.
Te-a scris.
730. M-a luat din prima. What?
Ai m-a rotat în A44. 300 de damage trebuia să fac. Undeva pe acolo.
Credeam că îl scot pe ăla, dar n-am reușit.
Dar nu era bună poziția aia unde stăteai tu acolo. Pentru că te luau aia din oraș. Deci nu e bună poziția aia. Trebuia să stai, uite, dacă ești cu mine, dar nu știu dacă am pornit stream-ul pe Discord. Ia stai să-l pornesc totuși.
Amorag exploded. De asta m-a luat.
Pentru că nu ți-ai reparat racul. Dacă nu-ți repari racul și îți dă următoarea în turetă, îți face penetrare tot în turetă, e foarte posibil să-ți explodeze. De asta e bine să o repari.
Altfel îl luam pe ăla. Da.
Da, dar el avea suport în spate. 4-3 pentru noi. Este stream-ul pornit? Nu știu dacă te uiți, dar nu știu.
Ei, pornit.
Stângi greu la T34 meu. Uite-l. Dar nu vine. Eu sunt singur aici. Nu-i bine deloc. Eu sunt singur aici, nu-i bine deloc. Într-un fel e bine că-i țin să nu vină. Că fac spot pe ei și o să mă ajute aia în stânga mea. Dacă am plecat de aici, e posibil să ne găurească din partea asta de aici. Dacă vreau să mă duc unde sunt ăștia. Unde sunt ceilalți din echipa noastră. De aceea o să decid să rămân aici, să țin zona, să măcar să fac spot. Ia să văd. Mi-a? Hai, un.
Nope.
Ultima dată a fost, uite, m-a văzut.
T-a văzut?
Ultima dată T44. T44, vezi, ultima dată a fost văzut acolo. Unii mă uit eu acum cu țeava.
Mhm.
Lângă casa aia, mai bine zis. Dar nu este artileria. Da, să vede că nu este. Trebuia să mă iau.
Nu au fost deloc.
7-5 e bun, e bun, 7-5.
Poți să încerci să te duci în oraș? Că nu prea
Dacă mă duc
ai...
în oraș, dar nu,
Dă-n
e
spate.
ăsta de aici, e ăsta de aici. E ăsta de la căsuț de aici.
Mhm. Dar nu te duci în față, o colești puțin. Că n-are cum să tragă în tine, cred.
A, tu, cum vrei să merg așa? Așa, acum? Cum merg acum? Spre oraș?
Nu,
Sau
după deal, pe jos.
pe aici?
Da, și te apropii de oraș și intri pe mai
Păi
încolo.
da, și o să las zona asta liberă apoi. Și ăsta
E
poate
numai
să
unul.
vină? Da, dar uite, scorul este strâns.
Ah,
Într-un fel eu pot să-l țin pe ăsta aici acum. Deci mă duc din nou să încerc să fac spot, o să mă vad el. El are prioritate, stă pe loc undeva și e camuflat.
s-a dus.
Uite, ia, trebuie să-mi zic. Ia uite. Da, nu-l văd. Da,
Cred că
nu mi-a mai zis că m-a văzut, deci înseamnă că probabil nu e acolo. Sau, nu m-a văzut el. Ia să mai vedem o dată.
a plecat.
Hmm. Hmm. Încercăm o schemă. Și totuși e egal, e strâns meciul, eu nu pot să-mi permit, eu n-am pe nimeni. Eu ar trebui să mă unesc cu ăștia la ai mei, nu mă duc să mă unesc cu ceilalți. Să fac, uite, am ajuns la ideea ta până la urmă. Bă,
Mhm. Ah,
nu pățești nimic.
10-12. E o curățat acolo.
Ar trebui să stau cu el. Bă, dar asta e AFK.
M6, da. Cred
Da,
că.
deci, clar, trebuie. Suntem doi.
Și ăla e gata.
Eu nu-l văd acolo. A, uite, ăsta.
Poți
Ăsta
scos.
moare acum.
Ah,
Doamne, nu vezi că i-a dat o șenilă. Hai că mai dau una și m-a scos.
boom.
Și conducem dacă îți vine să crezi, da? Bine.
Trebuie să mai scos 2.
Trebuie să mă unesc cu Pershing. Ăsta doarme.
Aha.
Trebuie să mă unesc cu ălalt. Vezi, cam așa te joci tu. Te-ți gândești la că situația care ești, nu ai joci singur. Dar ăla ar trebui să stea în spatele meu, să unească cu mine și să stea în spatele meu.
Da, e, dar ceilalți 2 sigur s-au ascuns acum ca să fie draw.
Da,
Nu cred
da,
că să
ei
mai,
campează.
mai ești un minut.
Aia campează steagul, zona aia de acolo. Asta fac. Eu trebuie să mă unesc cu ăsta acum. Dar fete ce face asta? Bine, dacă tu stai așa,
Capturați,
eu trebuie
puteți să capturați
să mă uit în
înainte.
partea aia altă. Să mă uit în partea aia altă, dacă tu stai așa.
Aveți
Dar
șanse.
trebuie să vină să ne atace.
Dacă el moare, pierdeți.
Dar el ar trebui să stea în stânga. Su ăla a fost văzut ultima dată în spatele nostru. Uite
L-o
acolo,
curăța pe heavy.
acolo a fost văzut.
Vezi că vin din partea cealaltă.
Vin? Unde vezi?
L-o curăța pe heavy la 1.
Ah,
O să vină
hai,
dincolo.
hai, 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 hai.
4,
Hai,
3,
hai, Marius!
2,
Hai, Marius!
Oh.
Așa, Marius, bravo, Marius, am câștigat.
Nu a fost interesant. Ah, ei. Mai joci unul sau?
Da, mă rog, mă rog.
Ok.
Normal ar trebui să mă duc, probabil după meciul ăsta să mă duc să-mi pun niște haine la spălat și apoi revin. Pentru că trebuie să-mi spăl niște haine și să usuci totodată până mâine. Și nu-i bine
Eu am,
deloc.
eu am făcut bagajul deja.
Și ce ți-ai luat? Papucei, nu?
Da.
Da, o să-mi iau și eu puțin. Ăștia să-mi spăl și geanta aia.
Trollerul
Dar eu n-am
pentru...
troller.
Ei numai geanta.
Nu am geantă. Nu, n-am troller eu.
La cala ai voi cu maxim 23 de kilograme.
Nu o să vin eu cu atât după mine. O să-mi pun tot în geantă. În geanta care merg la fotbal. Jocul de așteptare aici. Dacă mai ții minte cum... Bine, nu tot timpul se joacă așa. Dar ca mediu, na. Nu prea îmi permit să joc altcumva pe harta asta, având în vedere că sunt pe la mijloc. Și tu la fel. Și fii atent, nimeni nu vine cu noi. Asta înseamnă că numai noi doi o să ținem zona asta. Dă-și tu un help acolo.
Ups.
Dar nu poți face asta în mers. Numai că ții zi și dai cu mouse-ul în stânga. Sau în stânga jos.
M-am oprit ăla ca să nu intru într-un copac.
Credeam că ai făcut asta ca să
Nu vreau să
dai
dau
help.
jos.
Apezi Z și duci mouse-ul cum vrei. Help, pe atac, pe defense. Te joci tu acolo. Sau poți dai direct F-urile care sunt asignate. Pentru help e F7. Dar eu nu stau să mă
Mai
întind
greu
la
așa.
F7.
Da. Mai greu așa.
Sunt pus ăștia pe
Unde-i
steag.
ce? Nu. Foarte.
Avem nevoie de un scouter. Uite-l pe ăsta, 400 TP-ul. Dar nu așa, trebuie să mergi tată. Nu, dat copacul jos, ăștia dacă au văzut din față și-au dat seama acum. Cineva aici. Și artileria ar putea să tragă, de exemplu. Artileria și au văzut. Uite-l, stânga, stânga, stânga. Dar nu-l văd. N-am unghi pe el. Uite-l dreapta, dreapta sus, T34, ca mine. E mă. Dar nu trage, nu trage încă. Uite, o tras ăștia din partea aia altă, văzut. Oricum, l-au liniștit, jumătate de viață, sănătate. Ăla din stânga, nu știu ce cu el.
Ca artilerie mă uitam dacă le dau ăștia copacii jos ca să tragă acolo.
A, da?
Da.
Ai învățat joci cu artileria?
O lac.
Ce level ești? 2, 3?
Pe artilerie am unul de 6. Am folosit un token și l-am luat.
Păi și de ce nu-l pui și pe ăla să jucăm? A, tu vrei să scași tankul ăsta deocamdată. Devii și tu clicker. Clicker noob. Așa sunt numiți ăștia. Clicker. O cerut ăsta help în față. T28 HTC. Dar eu nu pot să-mi permit să avansez cum avansează el. Eu doar pot să fac suport acum. Uite, în fața noastră, execută-l, dă-i!
Stai, verde.
Dă-i.
N-am penetrat.
Trebuie să-i dai sub burtă. Uite acum pe lateral. Dă-i.
Nu penetrez. Încerc să țin unde
Dă-i pe
trebuie,
lateral,
dar
uite
nu.
acum cum stătea pe lateral, trebuia să-i dai. Nu uita, burtă.
Să mișcam.
Burtă de obicei trebuie să-i dai. Hai că avansez. Se pare că nu-i nimeni aici. Avem 3-0. Uite-l,
Vine
uite-l,
unul.
uite-l, uite-l, uite-l. Bravo,
Ce neblos scos, m-a văzut,
Uite,
m-a văzut.
mai este unul în față. Te
M-a
dau
văzut
scos,
pe
dai în
mine.
burtă, jos acolo, sub burtă. Acolo trebuie să-i dai. Chiar dacă nu-i faci damage, încearcă acolo, că în altă parte n-ai un să-i faci la ăla. Dacă
Fac.
nu, pune pe explozibil. Da, eu n-am putut să-i fac damage deloc. Am dat 3 ore în burta lui și n-am făcut nimic.
Mhm.
Dar are armura, e thick, e groasă în față.
Cu explozibile poți să le strici modulele sau alte chestii? Chiar
Da,
dacă
da,
au armura mai
dar cu
puternică?
heavy-uri, să nu tragi în heavy-uri cu explozibile, pentru că ei au armură de asta heavy, au prea mult metal pe ele. Și explozibilul ăla nu face prea mult damage împotriva lor.
Nici pe
Ți-am zis.
module? Ca să-i oprească, să-i...
Ba da, dar mai mult eu omor oameni cu
Da,
explozibil.
asta.
Omor oameni din interior. Dar nu folosi asta împotriva heavy-ului decât dacă n-ai un unghi. Dacă
Mhm.
sunteți față în față, el stă bine, tu stai bine și el are cul ascuns, zice, el are cul ascuns. Burta. N-ai ce să mai faci, doar dacă îi dai într-o căciulă, dacă are o căciulă sau ceva în genul ăsta, uite-l, uite-l. Da, dar e dincolo de linia ferată, n-ai cum să vezi. Atunci folosești explozibile, când vezi că nu ai ce să faci. Și dai pe lateral și faci câte 100, pe lateral are puțin. Orice tank pe lateral are puțin. Doar în față este armură serioasă la tank. Hai că mă duc să-mi pun niște haine la mașina spălat și revin.
Da.
Mai joacă singur, joacă artileria sau cu ăsta la alt. Și revin. Sampai saya ke balkon ya. Kecil kan? La... Am revenit. Mai
Mm,
ești pe acolo? Da,
mai
ești.
sunt. Ah,
Trebuie să mai eviți.
mai dat. Ah, aici.
Stânga. Știu să ajungi, nu?
Mhm.
Pe
Nu trebuie
acolo.
să urc. Da. Ah,
Îi dai după. El o să o ia.
ăla, da. Mare.
Avem un heavy în spate, puternic. Dacă ajunge ăsta aici, o să fie de bine. Facem suport pe el. Nu văd nimic, mai avansez. Tu poți rămâi acolo, m-a văzut. Rămâi acolo. Bă, dar-i vecau ăla urât tare. Ăsta nu-i fac nimic, nicăieri. Doar pe lateral dacă le iau. De asta am ales să pun bombiți. N-am să-i fac tancul ăsta.
Mhm.
Tu ce penetrare ai? Cu 1.
Stai să văd.
Ții
125.
control. Eu am 144.
Eh,
Hai că acum ai moment, ia. Și uite,
100.
uite cam cât îi fac eu cu... Ai văzut 21?
De minus 21. Mm. Dă-te în spate,
Eu?
de fapt.
Nu,
Stai să văd.
noi trebuie să tragem de la atunci când au tras ceilalți. Vai, dar ce îl dă ăla acolo, doamne, doamne.
Ai grijă să nu-ți o iei. Au! Da.
Bă, dar nu te băga în mine așa, doamne. Stai pe ăla cum a ieșit. Tigerul. De care m-a scos?
Te 107.
Udes. Ai un udes pe lung. Nu-l vedem. E un udes pe lung, așa că ai grijă. Nu e raza noastră.
Oricum mai iau un așa veșit, adică... Ah,
Udesul cred că l-a scos pe ăla. Dă-i. Dă-i, scoate-l. Așa. Nu era clar că tu nu trebuia să te bagi aici, Marius. Tu trebuie să-i lași pe ăștia să se bată între ei. Tu te bagi doar când știi că inamicul o tras deja. Că el îl încarcă și atunci tu poți să te bagi. Tu te-ai băgat ca să te bați cu heavy, dar n-ai nicio șansă. Și mai aveai și puțin la viață.
da.
E egal. Și aveam două tancuri în față. Când era mea o viață.
Eu intru cu celălalt până se termină.
Da, hai că-i dau și eu cu IS 7. Mamă, dar ce hype este aici cu nou update. 19.000 de oameni se uită la live acum. La un live. Numai că vorbesc în rusă ăștia. Bănesc că ăla din ăla în engleză l-am ratat.
For you to wait.
Ba nu, e în engleză acum.
Of course, the amount, like the regeneration rates are always subject to change. We will see how it will go. Maybe we will decrease them. Maybe we will increase the rates. So you will not. So you will not
Așa, să văd că ni se
waiting
merg.
for a long time to heal, to auto heal. That's it.
Just a quick 41. Welcome. You joined like a ninja.
Yeah.
By the way, for those of you who don't know, this right here is the
Greu
man
întorc asta.
responsible for the voice lines of USEC 3. So that's him.
The voice of USEC 3. You guys have all heard me.
Așa sunt atelierile.
Can you please yell God fucking damn it for me?
At 9 a.m.
You gotta do it. You have to. Come on.
Gotta
Come
do
on.
it.
God fucking damn it!
Love it.
Lupo, since you're going to be jumping in and out of the podcast, I think we should start with you.
Da,
What
nu
are
stau
you
bine acolo.
looking forward to the most within point 12?
Merg mai...
So one of the things for me is the engine upgrade and the opportunity to like not get popped from 12 miles out by someone with a scope because they see me proned out in the middle of an open field where I'm like, I'm surrounded by grass and bushes and stuff, and it's just like empty. I know that's an engine limitation, I get that, but that kind of stuff not happening anymore. I'm excited to see how like, especially Woods, dude. Woods PvP is gonna change big time.
Woods has always been the best PvP map. Like the tactical flanks on that are just so hot.
Oh yeah.
Man, back in point 6, man, that place was so lit 24/7, mate.
Not
It was
non-stop.
crazy
It's a war zone, dude.
Just so good, and then it just disappeared. The PvP on there just disappeared. And I'm so looking forward to that coming back.
Right now
Also,
it will be
much
more
running
difficult.
O să văd aici.
I said before that it will contain new boss and it will be really difficult for some time because he's gonna shoot well, shoot long distances, so we should take care because it could be dangerous with the new boss on Woods.
Are scav mechanics going to change at all?
Scout.
How they work, scav mechanics.
Scout mechanics. They're not like changed drastically. I think it's different like changes in their behavior and some battle behavior changes too. Mostly it's fixes and like another approach to make them more real movement and realistic behavior. So overall, they should behave more realistic, but it could be more like it could be more difficult for you to actually fight. So easy scavs are still easy scavs. They dump, they do shit, and the other ones pretty hardcore. And on the tests lately, people said that they behave like real persons. Like, oh, it was you. No, it was AI scav. Okay. So yeah, this was pretty neat. But again, there will be some issues with them for sure, like some stupid shit like this. They're just standing, doing nothing as always, or they could shoot you in the legs. I think it must be good. It must be good. It must be better, at least.
What's the spawn rate like for Sturman on Woods? Is it high or?
Percentage wise.
I don't.
Give a number. Give a number. Is it like 35 or 25 like Rishala and
27 or 30. Oh,
yeah. What is
it,
is he like permanently or is he also he might be there? Is that
so
the
that's it.
Semna la mine.
The Gluhar is
Mai
really
am ăla.
hard.
Bine, mai aștept.
Gata, să terminăm.
Oh boy.
he's like literally the most advanced AI yet, because he can use stationary guns. He can command. They have 2 tiers of squad members, even 3 tiers: scouts, assaulters, and personal guards.
We
And
can
they have
vote
different
much.
gear, and they have different kind of behaviors. Like really cool stuff. I think again, with every single boss implemented, we wanted to make a unique behavior. For example, Wood's boss and his goons will be able to lure you out, like make some stupid movements or shoot some like something, dispose their position.
Oh, it's
It's a
good debate.
Exciting.
yeah, it's like a debating. Yeah, they will lead you to a trap and then kill you for sure.
That's
And
awesome.
the Gluhar is more like defensive type
Mhm.
of boss. He will
Mergem în dreapta.
carries on the building and try to be there no matter what. Like you will need to storm the building to actually kill him and get what he's protecting or not protecting. So it's more like a defensive gameplay.
Pe acolo.
Assault.
Aici, în
From
dreapta.
the pictures, looks like he's just wearing a t-shirt. Is he gonna be like? Is his skin like AR 500 plate or something? Or-
It's a stylish T-shirt, all right?
Bounce backer.
Extremely
Yeah.
thick cloth on that shirt. All right?
I mean, he's shredded. Like his muscles look like they stop bullets, but
He's got a flex
hard
harder.
armor.
He will,
Is
he
he
will,
gonna scream, "Get to the chopper"?
he will have armor rigs of, like in helmets. Like it's he's like only in
Single.
t-shirt and
Wait,
light
wait,
body
wait,
armor
wait,
just
No.
for the Instagram.
Mhm.
It's a
Ah.
cool thought.
Oh.
Yeah, so
like flexing on Instagram.
Wait,
I'm
is he-
glad
Flexing, he comes out with a fort. Alton. Yeah, sure.
I'm glad the bosses in Tarkov care about their engagement on social media. That's important.
yeah.
Also, working G phones confirmed.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh hell yeah.
Hell yeah! I can't wait to send dick pics to scabs.
Nikita, how hard is it gonna be for solo players to take him down?
pretty hard,
Pretty hard.
Re-
Yeah.
really hard. Yeah. So even the military base is the location full of new unique loot and weapons and doors, keys and stuff. Even like underground passages. Like it's really cool to explore. The most detailed map ever in EFT. It's sometimes it feels like single player game. Like so many details, so many cool places.
Right.
It's pretty hard there to play because there will be no easy to extract exfils. There will be no ability to just stand in zone and extract. You will need to do something. Like every
Poți văzut?
extract is
În stânga, siguranță.
some like
Du-te după
subtask.
stânga asta cât mai
You will
repede.
need to wait
Stai
for
acolo.
train. You will need specific gear. You
Oh,
will
shit.
need
No,
to
te
find
curat.
scav to exfil. You will need to
Eu
press
am
a
blocat
button
damage.
and open the
În
blast
față.
doors on the other side
Tragi
of the
din față,
location
oare?
with the
Hai să
alarm
vedem.
sounding all the way. So
No.
it will be really hard
Correct.
to exfil, especially when there will be a boss
Outdoor artillery.
because he has a chance
Da,
to
e
spawn
putea
to
foarte bine să tragă aici.
Ah.
Ia uite, vezi?
even harder
Ce-am zis
because
eu?
when the train
Mhm.
will arrive, it like sounds the horn and everybody will converge to you because it's to the
Uite, partea aia,
platform
mă uit în
of
partea
the
asta.
train.
O
So
să
it
trag
could
din
be a
nou.
really like a
Dacă
mess
stăm aici.
of shooting.
Do you have to
everywhere.
call
Dar
the
stai mai
train?
în spatele că.
No,
Like, is
right
it a
now,
button?
right now he's just arriving from within specific time window.
Just once.
Ce cineva acolo?
Just
Sau
once.
ați lăsat
A
mereu?
raid, yeah.
So,
Oh, cool.
so if you're not there and you miss it, and you're screwed.
Yeah.
Honestly, I love that because one of the things about extracting right now across all the other maps, well, with the exception of maybe labs, there's sequences you have to do there, but it feels very
Hai, da, da, o să împărțiți ăștia
almost
greu
like
bine.
it could be more complex. I was actually going to ask.
Ah, iar mă
So these
dau.
mechanics
Pe
you're putting in
43.
on mill base, do you plan on doubling back and
Da,
doing
o
that
să mă
for
duc.
any of the
Nu,
other
nu,
maps?
merge
It would
ăsta
be
iurea.
cool to see like
Uite.
really complex extract across.
That's,
Trage, trage,
that's the
trage,
idea,
trage,
to
trage,
have all
trage.
the pieces all line up all together and like to pick them up and like, propagate on any other map. To add
Mario
new
Atlas.
mechanics, exfil mechanics. For example, this train will be not only on military base,
Da.
will be roaming around other maps because we have rails in there. And yeah,
Și mai vindem.
like we introducing the new type of level limitations, level borders.
Extra
You will
combat
see the open
rations.
gates and the free space. Just
Ma,
run and
spaghetti.
escape. And this place, all the ground is filled with mines. So you will not be able to actually exfil through this place. We plan to add mine detectors and stuff later, but
Cool.
right now it will be just mines. Also, another thing is like we actually can't get rid of fences and stuff.
But is the
Like-
placement of the mines RNG or is it like set?
You should test it out. Actually, I will not say.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. You can run out blindly into the field, and when you explode, they're all gonna laugh.
Also,
Get 5
Oh
actually.
my
just told you
God.
to kill yourself.
I see you,
also
Nikita.
snipers, like sniper zones. We will add this to other maps, and on the maps they will be more like solid in terms of it's not only like something with borders, fences everywhere. It could be like open space location, and
Can you shoot the mines in the ground to set them off, or do you have to walk walk over them?
you'll see.
Or do you not want to give that away? If you don't want to give that away, that's
I don't
fine.
think he
You will
wants to
see.
give it away.
Yeah.
He says you will see.
Don't get
will see it.
too overexcited. Like it's just like a map limitations or like area limitations. Later we plan like to add every single thing that will support this feature. You will see it by yourself. The most like for me the most like interesting thing on the new location is stationary weapons. This things is kind of could be really dangerous. It can change the pace of the game, the pace of the gameplay because they are pretty like powerful, especially automatic grenade launcher.
About them, they have limited ammo. You can find ammo
Right
boxes for them or something.
Right now, they have limited ammo, but later you'll be able to find and loot ammo boxes, ammo magazines, and stuff, and bring them in on the next raid. Like for example, the exfil points. You like say your body that here's the ammo. You go on that machine gun mounted and wait while we extract something, and he'll be able to reload the gun when the ammo will be depleted again, just like a basis for the future changes.
Is there any word on max players for Millbase? How many people will be on the server at once?
Right now, I think it's 13 PMCs, 13 or even 14 teams.
Nikita, we talked.
It's a places, huh?
Sorry, we talked about this earlier when you weren't here. In the trailer, we saw 7 people in the group on customs.
It
Does that
was
mean?
just no, it was just a setup.
Okay, so it's still 5.
Yeah.
Okay.
Also, that we kind of showed the idea that later in the future you will need to actually infiltrate the locations through exfiltration from other locations.
No.
For example, if you need to get into the labs, you'll need to find entrance on the streets of Tarkov, and there will be entrance in the factory too.
Mm-hmm.
If you need to enter military base, you'll need to do it through military checkpoints on customs, and so on.
Cool.
Okay, guys.
Good
With
answer,
that,
like.
sorry, can I just ask one question? Do you think that, like, if you do add that, do you think it'll just make customs into sort of a thoroughfare map? Like everyone will just go onto customs just to leave instantly, to go to mill base?
It's mill base. It's not like it's a center of universe. You still will be needed to complete quests on other locations.
Oh,
and
yeah.
So right now, yeah, everybody will go to military base just to check it out. But when the gameplay will be settled, they will like play as usual, and there will be some entry points from different locations. So it's not like only the customs will have the ability to enter the exfil to military base. It's also shoreline will also have the ability to infiltrate the military base. The lighthouse location will also have the ability to get into a military base. Like it's like entry points connected all together between other maps. But it's in the future. It's just a concept right now.
Mhm. How far in the future do you think it is?
Closer to a release, I think, when the all maps will be done.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, guys, I need a couple of minutes to check out how everything is working. I will
So
get
do
back
not.
to you. Okay.
All right.
Okay.
40, how you been?
Oh, I'm tired.
Yeah, but she still sounds so good.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh no.
Yeah.
He's still pissed he didn't make the train, guys. You just have to excuse him.
They need to make it so that if you're close to the train extract and you miss it, that the god fucking damn it line just runs automatically. Oh, fuck. Dude, that
Yeah.
honestly, that would crack me up every time. Be like,
Yeah.
I'm not mad anymore. It's fine.
The door's
Pretty
closed right
much
in
be
front
like
of you.
a normal subway. Everyone just screaming at knee-jerk reaction.
I do think it would be cool to take the other those extract style mechanics and put them on the other maps. I know it might piss people off though because they're like, I know I can run interchange and I know where the spots are and it's super easy. And, you know, if I get power station, that's cool. Otherwise, I'm just gonna, I'll duck out northwest, southeast. But like, if you start changing those up a little bit, not all of them, don't make them all because then you're gonna make it like impossible for people to get out. Add an additional one where people can like can do a thing to get out. Like if you added like a subway station or something underneath interchange where they could go in and catch a train out that way. I think that kind of thing is cool. You don't see that. Like
Manda
I know,
page.
I know the main chat's gonna eat this up as soon as I say it. They're like, oh, Fortnite streamer, but Fortnite does those like those scale events, and everybody sees them, and that kind of thing happening as a one-off each raid is super cool because it's like you need to get in position for it. Go. Yeah, dynamic events like that. Destiny does it as well. Anything like that, that as it happens, it's an interesting one-off change. It's going to keep people engaged and keep people interested in the game for the long term because you have the randomization, and that's huge. That goes such a long way.
No.
You want it to be different every map. Like it's not the same 5 extracts that I get to choose because there'll be a like on meal base if you can always take the same 5. People will work out which one is the easiest and the safest, and they'll take like the fastest one if they've cleared the map, and then like the safest one if they want to get out with dope loot. Like it's people will metagame it, and then the rest of them just won't be used. Because they're the same as labs. People just run downstairs and just extract through the elevator because it's the easiest.
True.
Yeah. I wonder how scavs are gonna be incorporated with that because we can extract while using scavs as well on the military base. I wonder if that's gonna work.
If they have to coordinate it and you have to like figure out how to communicate with somebody to get them to help you as a scav, if that's the way that it's gonna work. I was talking to Clean about this the other day. You're looking at a situation where like streamers might have an easier time getting out because I could just coordinate with my chat and say, all right, who's this scav come here, help me get out. And I don't want that. You don't want to live in a situation where a content creator that's live streaming has an easier time actually physically playing the game than a standard player. That's my only concern with that.
Yeah. My concern is I kill all the scavs.
I don't want to make friends anyway, so I mean.
Well, like this game has trained me to trust literally no one. You see people do the wiggle, and then 2 seconds later they're like right in the back, and I'm like, okay, for the rest of the stream, guys, I'm literally shooting everyone I see on immediately. So
hatchlings, no guns on them, nothing.
I just blast hatchlings because I fucking hate them. Screw it.
How do you guys
Stop
feel
stealing
about
my loot, motherfuckers?
How do you guys feel about the keys in the mark room?
I like it. I love change. So there's a limit on the marquee, and I don't think he said anything.
Right.
Yeah, he's got like 25.
Yeah.
I like that.
I mean, yeah.
And
put any change is just perfect.
It's the same style of mechanics like the carrot on a stick from Diablo or any game like that where you're like, I need to go and renew this resource. By doing that, by putting a use count on keys, they turn it into a renewable resource. You got to go pick it up again. I think that's great because right now, man, I don't know times I pick up keys and just like huck them, you know, because I have that one already. I'll never need it again. And you pick up 50 of them over the course of a day. Like I gotta have something to do with them. I think key value will go up the more that have like a use count on them. It might be that kind of thing. Did they say they're putting it across all keys?
Just the
Poți să
marking
încep
key.
cu ăla,
I think
artileria. Eu am murit
even just
acolo.
like a 50 use count or something like that on some of the more basic ones, something that give them
Nu mă așteptam să termin chiar ușor.
like you have to go get it again. It gives it value. Because if you give value to everything in the game, then it creates a more dynamic. Because like the last thing you want to see is players just dropping the trash because it doesn't have value to them. You want them to have to go after those things again because it gives you have players that are like, oh, I have everything. I don't need this stuff. I'm just running around shooting people now. Got to give them stuff to do still, and renewing those kind of resources is a thing to do. Even if it does seem like busy work sometimes, it's still something.
Well, I'll admit it's kind of weird though. I mean, I've got a couple keys that are like 40 years old to the house I grew up in that work fine.
That's true.
It's a weird mechanic, but I oddly enough I like it. You know what I mean?
I think it makes more sense if they're like swipe cards, because you could if you're trying to think like lore wise, the computer backend has a number of registered uses and then it like terminates the card. But yeah, with the physical metal key, unless it's like rusty and busted and about to snap, and
I think like the idea of it is it's like this like skeleton key sort of thing where it, like from what I've seen it looks like it's like you get like 3 parts to it or something and you build it and then it has like 5 uses, but that's just conjecture. But it's like it's not meant to be like a proper metal key. It's meant to be something like that you're like jamming into this like fuck door, and it's that's why it breaks.
I just want to take a second here and greet Tweak. What's up, dude?
Hello. What's up?
I tweet.
Sorry, I slept in. I'm
just
so
chatting.
late.
No, it's okay, dude. It's a chill podcast. People can
Like
hop
Christmas
back in
Eve
and-
last night, dude. I couldn't sleep.
I'm actually glad I went to bed last night. I was thinking about staying up all night playing COD until this was ready to go. I was like, okay, this is probably the right call. Thank you, Battle State. I know that people are frustrated, but it lasting a little bit longer, in a very selfish way, helped me out. So everyone else, I'm sorry. I wanted this.
I mean, in the end,
Ruining everything.
Tweak, we get it, dude. You vape, all right? Relax.
Yeah, look, man. I just woke up. I just had the quickest shower of my life. I just slammed a wholemeal bagel. Let me have my vape.
Well, if you're
So
gonna
some of the chat before that I'm not allowed to use it as oxygen apparently. Fucking hell.
What's that about? Come on, man.
When do we get vapes in Tarkov, please?
For real. And I need to hear
With, like,
every
booze.
single sound from it.
Yeah, exactly.
The crackling,
smoke that off.
the satisfied exhale.
Yeah.
Are they gonna add in a chance for the vape to explode, like a 0.1% chance?
Oh my god, it's worth it.
41 just taking vape.
Just constantly.
Fucking damn it, Herbert! You just did vape.
I fucking hate you guys. Roasted since I was in college.
Love the podcast.
Yeah, welcome.
Glad I woke up for this.
saying the launcher is broken.
Yeah, when you do check for update now, it's like fried. It throws an error up.
Mamă, dar ce meci am aici, Marius.
And the kid broke something.
Just
Right
let
on.
it burn, it's fine. It will
Nikita's in there
magically
just
fucking
beating
work.
the shit out of him.
Eu m-aș duce până jos, cumpăr niște
Look,
chestii.
look.
The servers are the
Mai
same.
joci mai târziu? Sau...
Dacă vine patch-ul, nu mai joc.
Oh,
Dar dacă
Both.
nu vine, mai joc, continuu să joc.
Hit a motherfucker with another.
Eu mă duc la
Bine, bine.
Nick just picking up keyboards. Make it work. I don't even.
Oh shit.
Wait, is it
All right,
actually
I
up?
think I gotta run upstairs
All right,
and
man, all right,
hang
man.
out with the boys. So,
You're good.
gentlemen, everybody, and I'm sure all the streams that might be watching the restream right here, enjoy .12. And if you see me, I swear to God, you shoot me, I'm fucking getting you banned on Twitch. All right, so. All right, I'm kidding. I won't.
Cheers, Lupo.
Later, Lupo.
Thanks
I
for stopping
appreciate
by,
you
dude.
guys.
Say, man.
I'll see you out there. See you guys.
Oh, it's good.
Is it bad that I didn't know who he was until yesterday?
It's pretty bad.
How fucking dare you?
Man, how do you,
That's pretty-
how
that's
How do
pretty
you not
fucking
know who
bad.
that is? I don't know.
We'll talk about it when we're not live.
Meetings will
He's
continue
gonna go
until
watch
Pet
that
drops.
clip and just be like, he's gonna be like, who's this motherfucker? Who does he think he
He's
is?
gonna get you banned. Didn't
Yeah.
you hear him? He's gonna get me banned.
No, please.
Exactly.
You know, oh man, the last time I talked to Nick, he said, "Don't do something stupid or I'll ban you in game." And I'm just like, "Fuck it, I'm not doing anything. I'll stop shooting hatchlings. I'll stop fucking legging scavs back. Just don't ban me."
So lads, I gotta ask, what juice did I miss? Because I've missed all of this. I just woke up. I need to.
A lot of stuff.
I'll give you a rundown of chat. A bit like this. We had some
So
pretty good
nothing new
conversations.
there. Okay.
Yeah.
Dear God.
Launches
I
up.
can't get my webcam to work either. I don't know what's wrong with this thing. Green light's on, but I don't see it.
We just talked a bit about the trailer, you know, what's coming to the game. And apparently a lot of the features are not actually, or were not in the patch notes. So he basically said that we're going to have to, you know, take a look for ourselves when the patch actually drops. So pretty sure there's going to be a lot of secrets, you know, that we didn't even talk
We
about.
also
It's almost
we
better
also
that
just
way.
asked him a few
Surprises,
questions.
man.
It is. Good. The military base is going to have a lot of new mechanics, especially with extract.
Well, the
Virtually
servers aren't
impossible for solo players, so rip.
Really?
He also has a spawn
Don't
chance.
say that.
Yeah.
Come on, anything's
There's
possible.
also a spawn chance. For
Nah,
him.
we got this. Easy clap. No worries, dude.
First week,
I'll be the
first
only-
week,
I'll be the
I'm
only
definitely
motherfucker on
gonna
that
kill
train, dude.
motherfucker with a hatchling. I'm definitely gonna kill Blue Guy with a hatchling. With
Yeah.
a
Listen.
hatchet.
All
Looking
I need
forward
to
to.
do is watch it. We will not make it on the train again. Live.
That's gonna be the same reaction, huh?
It's gonna be worse, even worse. He's just gonna, and I'm just gonna clip it. Just upload that shit on the YouTube video.
Squeak, what are your thoughts?
What are my thoughts about
Yeah.
just point 12 in general?
Mm-hmm.
I think it looks really solid. I'm really excited to check out the new engine. Probably most excited to get to the stage where it was just going to be the PvP map again, because it hasn't been like that for like a year and a half, 2 years now. So I'm looking forward to Woods. Obviously, the new map's going to be sick as well. But yeah, I'm just excited to see like what the performance difference is and just how different the game feels now.
Yeah. Piante, what about you?
I'm looking forward to Woods. Obviously, the new
Well,
And
as I said,
apparently a lot
new
of the
webs,
features
new
are not
map.
actually, or were not in the patch
About
notes, so, like for ourselves. Base is gonna have a.
sorry, about the hideout.
Mhm.
The most thing I have
Worse.
questions
He's gonna,
is on
and I'm
missions,
just gonna clip
because
it. Just
I have to say,
upload that shit on the YouTube video.
hater of
Squeak, what are your
you
thoughts?
have to kill 15 scabs.
What are my
map
thoughts
with,
about just point 12 in general?
Pink,
Mhm.
blue.
I think it looks really solid. I'm really excited to check out the new engine.
With
That was probably most excited to get to the stage where it was just going to be the PvP map again, because it hasn't been like that for like a year and a half, 2 years now. So I'm looking forward to Woods. Obviously, the new map's going to be sick as well.
But
More possibilities.
yes, or more normalized missions or interesting, I guess.
Okay. All right.
I think missions like bad rep, I guess, to search this, find this, go here. I don't really like that, but that another ones that limit you at do this and anything else. I that are the things I want.
You enjoy more.
Another round.
Yeah.
So most of those have been changed. So they've put them at the end, or made them even acceptable. So you don't need to even do some of those. But I I'm not 100% sure if the completion still needs to be done with the new quests for the kappa. That's what I'm only confused about. So, but I know most of the quests have been changed, and all those, you know, get 5 headshots 100, 150 meters away have been changed and lessened and even cut in half. So, and those are also just you can pick and choose if you need to do them.
I know he
And
said
about
it.
the
Yeah, sorry, go ahead.
do we know something about the new trader? Giga?
Yeah, I was about to say that. He told us that he's gonna move. Well, they moved the Tarkov shooter quest line to Jaeger, to the new trader, which I think is good. I think it's gonna have a different kind of dynamic, than mechanic did.
Yeah, but do we know how we? Sorry, I
No, it's a
totally
good time.
lost.
How he's gonna work or what?
Yes. What items we can buy from here?
I don't think he specified anything related to like what kind of gear he's gonna be selling or what kind of except the fact that the Tarkov shooter quest line is gonna be transferred over to him.
Okay.
They said forever ago you might be able to buy your lost gear off
right.
them, but I haven't heard about that for
Yeah.
I don't know, since February.
Yeah.
I think that's one of the secret things he's leaving out for
Probably.
us.
Yeah.
They have talked about having having someone that sells back gear that wasn't insured before, so he might do that.
Mm-hmm.
Was that ever said on the podcast, or was that just like community speculation again? Or
It was the last
Oh,
podcast.
last podcast from Nick.
oh, okay. That can't
But
be
I
all he
thought it was
sells, though, right?
Yeah, I thought it's not
Nah.
collected insurance that he resells.
Yeah. Maybe it's just gonna
That's
be
what
like a
from my
perk.
one.
Yeah.
Yeah. But we just gotta find out. I mean, there's so much he hasn't even, confirmed. There's some stuff he just dotted over. He's just like, oh yeah, it just goes on because he wants us to fucking find out.
Well, probably onto something, just go in and find out for yourself.
Shut up.
Shut up, yeah. What's going on with the launcher? Chat is good.
Go and run over.
Still down by the looks of it.
I just pictured the kid in the server room with
And about the new weapons, what do you want the most?
Oh,
Don't even know
That's
if
a
I should
tough
say
one,
the
man.
Ash 12. Probably the P90.
P90 is gonna be fun.
Yeah.
I think the 5.7 is going to be pretty sick, like an
I'm thinking the
actual
5.7.
competitive pistol.
yeah,
Mhm.
I'm thinking the 5.7.
Yeah, that's gonna be my go-to pistol.
I want
the
one of
game
those in real life, man. I got a Springfield XDS in real life, and I hate it. I hate it so much, man. It's inaccurate. It's got way too much recoil. I definitely want to try a 5.7.
They're so expensive though, man. Like comparatively.
Are they?
Just yeah, I mean, look, from prices I've heard, they just seem exorbitantly expensive for what they actually are.
Oh my god, yeah. It's $1,200 new. Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah, at least you guys can buy guns, not like in fucking Ireland. We can't even own guns.
Yep,
Do you own a
Yeah,
farm? No,
you-
well, you don't. Well, you can't have a gun then. Tough shit. Like, those are our laws.
You guys just battle each other with pints of good crack.
Yeah, that's about it.
Well, looks like it's
We
broken.
did see the that 308 AK in the launch trailer, which wasn't mentioned in the patch notes.
Dude, what was that?
The
I heard from one peg that it's actually not a 308 AK. It's just a mag that looks like the foul one.
Yeah,
Could be
it's not-
wrong.
Okay.
Yeah, no, it's not a 308 AK.
there is
it's just a
308
mag
AKs
that-
though.
Yeah, it's on the AK-12 platform, so in the
Ah,
1200 series. So
Yeah.
the thing that fucked me over, because I basically said it was the 308 rifle. There was an
Well, it's-
Instagram post of it, of the 308 rifle, and then 3 pictures later it showed the AK with the mag, and I was like, "Fuck! It's the 308 rifle! Oh, it's coming in!" And we saw it in the trailer,
Yeah.
and the guys told me go back to the picture, and I literally just I glanced over and saw the muzzle brake, and I'm like, "Up, 7.60 by 39, not a fuck." So I made
I'm being
mistakes.
told it's an X Products 50-round drum.
Yeah.
That was originally showed off in 2016.
Ah, okay.
Oh, okay. We got you baited.
Yeah, I thought that was like a stick mag, like a longer mag, the X Products one, but yeah, apparently not.
Yeah.
That would be cool. 50 round mag. That's like a 2-slotter though. That'll make 7.62 by 39 more viable, because at the moment is the choice between 30s or fucking however many you get, 74 from the drum, but the drums are kind of annoying.
Or those long banana mags too that don't fit in half the rigs.
Yeah, they're ridiculous. The I suppose they were talking about putting the mullet 95 rounders in a while ago. They might put those in the patch as well. They weren't mentioned in the patch notes, but maybe that'll be in the patch. That'd be pretty cool. I think they're the 95 round 5.45 ones.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be pretty cool.
Bro.
What's Killa's drum mag right now? 70 something? 75?
95, isn't it?
95.
Isn't it 95?
Is it
Yeah?
95?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, 95 and one in the chamber.
I never use it, so I have no idea. I
Why
find
you
myself
don't
never using 545 in this game. I don't know why. It's always 556 or 762. I just never use the 545
The
AKs.
fire rates on
It's-
the 5.45s are just not high enough to transfer damage to put bullets down range.
The M4 and the HK just win out in fire rate, and M995
Oh, yeah.
is king right now. I really hope that changes actually next patch. Like when we get to the end game, just we see more variety in the guns people are running.
It's all HKs right now, yeah. And game.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
you
I
use
use
anything
ASL.
other than a HK, like you run into somebody in a straight 1v1. Like
Yeah.
if they have a HK and you don't, you lose. You know, it's just
True.
Yeah.
kind of how
Even
it
with
is.
the VSS, I don't know, man.
Oh well,
Same
with
with
like
but
yeah,
if you
there's a few exceptions, but like against like any AK variants, I feel like you're at a disadvantage.
The VSS can put out as much damage, but you'll be using BP rounds, and they're like 2,000, 3,000 rubles
Yeah.
a round. So it's
For
like
one
you're
round.
dropping like 100k ruble mags on people, and that's they go pretty bloody quick.
Yeah.
That's true.
Still broken. Probably gonna see him running in like 5 minutes with a baseball bat in his hand.
The beatings will continue until the batch is up.
Comes in and summits his monitors.
Yeah.
What about group play, dude? I'm kind of scared of a military base.
Nah, just get one of those, climb on one of those grenade launchers, and you'll be fine. Well, if someone climbs on
yeah.
that thing and I just start yelling, I'm like, minefield, here I come.
The first month of military base, anyone that's running in a group is gonna get fucking steamrolled because they won't know any of the coordinates.
Yeah.
So they'll be like, "I'm over here," and then the other guy will be going, "But
I
I'm
bet
over
you
here,"
someone-
and then they'll just die.
I bet you someone's gonna be like, "Oh, look at the textures at the grass," and then walk
when you-
straight into the minefield and just.
When you guys get a chance, go into EFT's Discord and look at the waiting chat.
There's like a billion people in there.
The most cancer I've seen in a long time.
I would not want to be a mod in there today.
Oh,
It's like Forson's chat right now.
There's like 200 people in voice chat. .12 waiting room. Could you imagine being? It's probably just like Russian hard base, just belting out.
Produced by the clicks of the mouse.
That's a YouTube video if I've ever heard one, man. 5 minutes of the EFT Discord on launch day.
It's just hard bass and breaking glass and people screaming. Oh my god.
Yeah.
I shouldn't have said anything because now the Discord is going to crash. There's like 1,000 people in it now.
Where are we at? 23,000? That's good. Dude.
let's all join for a
I'm going to do
for
it.
a
I'm doing it.
second.
Going.
You just want to listen. Oh,
Oh, good
no.
luck. I hope you're not
Yeah,
live.
good luck.
There we go. 41 isn't live.
Welcome to the ban.
See you in 30 days, bud.
he misses the train again.
I should not have done that. I regret
How
everything.
bad?
It was terrible. It was
What
literally
did
just
you?
music and people screaming, like I said. That's literally what it
That
was.
is
Give
that's
him a
literally
USEC
point
3
12
line,
right
dude,
there.
and get out.
That is point 12 right there.
Give him a god fucking damn it and get out.
I'm not going back in there. My ears are bleeding. Oh my god. That's the most AIDS thing I've ever heard.
Look at the
I
chat
wa- I
spamming
w- I-
Discord.
I want to go. I just want to go listen quick. Just
Bro.
Fuck that.
I'm not doing it.
I'm just watching Ghost's face on the video right now just
Look
to
at
see his reaction.
There it is.
Nice face.
You can subtly hear it from his headphones.
it
Did you
is.
do Did you
It
do
is.
it? Creep?
It is the worst thing I've ever heard because there was no sound, and I was in there and I'm like, hello, and it's like, hey, accept your push to talk, and I literally pushed to talk on,
Boss
and
man.
it's just
There we go.
Yay! I think we have some problems with our site right now. We kind of overloaded our site.
Yeah, we can tell.
Like right now, like all tests are finished, but something is not right with the site. We are working on it. I think it's it's overloaded.
Did you remember to feed the hamster?
A hamster who lives in the server room, of course.
All right. Well, he's good then.
So yeah, we need a couple more minutes, I guess.
Do you reckon it's the 25,000 people clicking check for updates every 0.5 of a
Yes,
second?
it's because of this. Many people updating site constantly, pressing buttons on launcher, and it leads to overloading for some reason because we was prepared for this, and seems like not. So yeah, I'm sorry. We need more time. Like I think several minutes to fix things, and yeah.
Hear that, chat? This is your fault. Played
Yes,
yourself.
chat, calm down,
clicking.
calm down. Yeah, you should don't press. When I say it's on, it will be on. Before this, it's not on. It's not live. So you just like sit over there, drink some tea or beer or something, and wait for the command.
Please don't give them beer. Please
Dude,
don't give them beer.
you know that they're sitting there, dick in one hand, mouse in the other, man. They're not going anywhere.
Okay. Yeah, we need to.
Hey,
wait.
I got a request from some fans for you, Nikita.
Okay.
They want you guys to change USEC 3 to USEC 1 so he's the default voice for all USEC.
Maybe. Who knows? We can do it. I don't know. We need USEC 4. We need USEC 5. Totally. Like we need USEC 4 with English accent, and not like 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 English. Not so English accent, but pretty English.
I think you need USEC 4 with an Australian accent.
Yeah, that's also.
That's what I was thinking too.
Yeah. And we also have a beer 3 waiting. Like we didn't make it in 0.12. I think it will be a little later. Beer 3 and beer 4, and also we want to record the scav bosses too, like with unique voice lines, but they are Russian, so we will need Russian voice lines. So yeah, but I think we will also add a boss like USEC boss, like Rogue USEC or something like super mega spec ops type of guy who will be the boss also. And that's where we need some cool voice for him.
Who is Bear 2? That guy is. I don't even understand what he says, and I think he's just amazing.
Bear too.
Yeah, Bear 2. I think he's probably got some of the best voice lines in the game.
He's a professional voice actor in Russia. He usually like many Russian like not Russian like how to say it, like the like US movie, and we like in Russia make Russian voice lines over
Dubs.
voice over
Yeah.
dubs, yes. Like
Oh, okay.
he's a like famous actor in different movie dubs.
Wow, so you got-
Did he do the Blood and Concrete one? The huge thing that they say the big yelling thing.
I think no, it's another actor. So the scavs, like it's 5 different actors. They were doing only scav voices, and the Beers is another guys who did it. So it's separate people, but they are pretty like the USEC 1 and USEC 2, also USEC 3, USEC 4 is like not a professional actors. And,
Oh, thanks.
yeah. Oh, USEC 3 is all right. Sorry, I'm so tired, guys. USEC 3 is totally good.
This guy
USEC 1,
fucking
USEC
sucks.
2, and USEC 4. Yeah.
It's because he didn't make the train.
I'm gonna live with this the rest of my life.
No, you're right. You're totally okay. Don't worry. I'm sorry. They were recorded like in some crazy studio in Canada, I think, and I personally didn't like how they recorded, but we didn't have anything at the time into the game. So maybe sometime we'll record USEC, and it will be more like USEC 3 type.
How would you
Will
like
be quality.
Nikita going forward if every few months I sent in new mumble lines for you guys to add to USEC 3? Just goes.
I'm okay with it, but will lead to I think that old USEC voice will have a lack of voice lines actually. So USEC 3 will be like a lot of things to tell and say, and feel a lot of mumble lines. And the other ones will be not so mumbly. Okay. Oh damn! This sure needs to be finished. I will check back with you. Maybe I think the next time I will be here, I will tell you the good news. Okay?
All right, man.
Sounds good.
Okay.
Yeah. Hold on a little less, please.
Get the baseball bat.
I don't like. I only have a lightsaber and a back scratcher.
Oh no!
Go scratch some backs, and then smack him with the lightsaber.
You know
Yeah.
what's gonna be? That's gonna be the new item. You know, antique
Please
back
no.
scratcher.
Back scratcher.
But scratcher.
Okay,
Back scratcher.
there's your new emotes. Back scratcher, dude.
We finally get into the bunker, open the door, kill 20 scav raiders, open the chest, and it's just a back scratcher.
But a golden one.
Golden.
Yeah.
And I really wish my webcam was working. I also have a back scratcher.
Oh my god. Stop it.
Maybe your OBS is using it if you're running it.
Yeah, I don't know what the hell's going on with this thing. The green light's on, but it doesn't show up.
You know what the scary part is? He said next time I'm back here, it's gonna be the good news.
So we're gonna
I
sit here for.
instantly looked at the fucking clock.
This is like
Now we wait.
Now we wait. Dot.
4 hours later.
it's gonna be soon.
If
Yeah.
41 isn't wearing a USEC uniform, my world would be turned upside down. How do you even get like USEC and bear clothing? I've been wanting that forever.
You
Like,
can
I got
make
this
your
off
own.
Teespring.
Yeah.
Oh, you
Make
just
your
gotta
own,
pretty much make it yourself.
or
I don't
you
think
need
they
to
sell
do
them
something
officially, do
special.
they?
Mm-mm. No,
They
they
might on
don't.
that stuff. They sell like the killer helmets and shit like that.
Yeah.
I can't remember what it's called.
I've got a site. I just.
I'd buy EFT merch if they had it.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Hell,
I got some.
Yeah, why don't they have merch?
They probably don't have a, what do you call it, like a middleman or whatever, like Teespring or something.
Scab Spring.
Right, Grey Shop. That's the one. Greyshop.au.
EFT related.
I tried to order. Yeah, I tried to order a killer helmet off there the other day,
Oh.
but they're out of stock.
be like clean and make one. Yeet. Did he make it?
No, I can't make things. Nah, you gotta look great.
Oh.
Yeah, I think we got ours on Redbubble. I don't know if any of you guys know about Redbubble or whatever, but yeah, they seem to sell them too.
Yeah.
Was it you and I the other day, Tweak, that were talking about how you can buy BSG bed sheets from like Wish?
Oh yeah, from that
From
super
Wish.
scuffed custom bed sheet site that just had all these pornographic bed sheets all over it, and then there's just an EFT one.
Yeah, it
serious?
just had like the
Yeah.
just had
Gnarly.
like the dude that's on the loading screen.
Oh,
They're so
Okay, I think
expensive
I
though.
should-
They're like, wasn't it like 150 bucks or something for the
Yeah.
set bed sheets with 2 pillowcases or whatever?
I said Grey Shop, and now the fucking website's down, so I can't even check.
yeah. They did also. Yeah.
That's even
Fucking
that's
did
even
also-
more
or
expensive than
we
Bowling
did.
Branch. What the fuck?
Fucking hell, chat. Ruining
The
everything.
site just fucking died, dude. It's just dead.
Yeah.
It's just like, don't say anything about sites. This chat just
Yeah.
fucking DDoS. Poor
Wait.
people.
Somebody was like, Nikita went to buy SIGs.
He's not,
Here, I'm
he's
gonna-
not coming back.
He ain't gonna be
No,
back.
he's not coming
yeah.
back. Go get the cotton milk. Come
I
back after
posted
2
in the
years.
general there. I don't want to say the name of the website in case it goes down. There you go.
Oh my god, dude.
Oh my god.
Yo, how
There
long
are
are we up?
2,000. There are 2,000
Straight
people
outta
typing in here
Extraction.
through this thing.
I'm
Hatchling
surprised
is
the
love,
Discord
hatchling
hasn't
is
gone
life.
down.
There's an
Yeah.
8-minute delay on the Discord chat.
Damn, dude.
Jesus.
Dude,
An 8-minute
that's
delay.
that's oh my gosh. That Discord's gonna implode. That server's dead.
If it's not dead already, like, I mean, it's pretty good going, to be fair.
I never want to
That should
join
have
there
died.
ever again.
Like, you know,
I
there was,
never
like,
wanna
died,
ever again.
like, you know,
I
there was,
never
like,
want to join there again.
500 people in the
It's-
voice chat or whatever.
No more. I turned my sound down because I'm like, oh, it wouldn't be that loud. Fucking hell.
Yeah, that
I
woke
couldn't
me up.
even make it out. I couldn't even get out of it fast enough because I was lagging.
The year's 2021. They say Nikita is still in the server room.
Dude, next
Not
map is gonna
found.
be server room. Just server room.
It's just gonna be a
Yeah,
fucking
just-
fireball.
It's just gonna be a constant influx from a hole in the wall, and scabs on
Yeah.
fire are gonna come at you. You know.
That's what they should do for the first
Give us
week
all
of this patch,
zombie mode.
just- No, server room on lab should just be on fire for the next week, just as a meme.
That'd be so. Oh my god.
Or
Oh,
that,
hell yeah. Yeah, that's the server room side. Just everything on fire.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can't even go in there anymore. You come within 10 feet of it, you just melt.
There's dead bodies in there with back scratchers sticking out of their backs. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
A back scratcher as a melee weapon would be fucking awesome. That would be really cool.
I'm gonna try and do what Sequisha did. I think it's oh man, it's the best thing ever. With the boonie hat and the fisherman and just eating crackers behind a guy. Oh, I can't believe there isn't a clip out there of him doing it.
It's pretty funny that like when you're playing with another person, you wait until they're like, "Oh, we'll go quiet," and then you just start eating them. And you're like, "What?"
It's like, bro, 40 going dark.
I still think one of the best clips to ever come from EFT was when did you guys see that clip where Sequisha jumps off the top of stripper? The
Oh
balcony
yeah,
or
yeah.
whatever, he jumps down and just
hits the
melees
guy.
that dude. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
He
That
gobbled
clip
that
was
noob
nuts.
super fast though. He's just like,
Yeah. The vacuum cleaner hidden under that majestic mustache.
Yep. He's a running them pockets.
Doing the
That's
Lord's
the
work.
Bolos tenía,
I'll have to find it. There's a clip where I was on interchange with a TT, and it was the bug where I killed them all with the TT, and I had like fucking 50 HP, 3 bleeds going, and I had no ammo besides 1 bullet in my inventory, and I'm sitting behind a box, and this scav is running towards me, so I have to right click, unload the pistol. I take the 1 bullet and chamber it in the TT and fucking dome the guy as soon as he comes around. I ended up surviving. Craziest shit ever.
I still love the doing Mosins with no fucking mag in them and doing musket rounds.
Oh,
in
musket
Factory Cutters
runs,
of
yeah.
Iron. That shit's hell fun, man.
Yeah, I just can't wait to see what kind of.
Who was that?
What?
Who was that? Who was Dan?
Oh, is that Mr. Dan Giesling
Maybe Dan
himself?
Giesling, yeah.
There's some guy named Dan for 1 second. Then he disappeared.
Hold on.
Come back, Dan.
That's probably, yeah, come back. You probably just came online.
Oh.
He's like, what's this button do? Oh, fuck.
Man, I can show off my guns, but I don't know what the hell's up with it.
Fix it.
I'm trying. I don't understand what the issue is here.
Kente, what was your worst raid, dude? Absolute
worst?
worst experience in Tarkov.
So many, but most of them I play with one of my friends. His
Mhm.
name is known. When patch comes, he plays about 24 hours non-stop, and in that moment, he is fucked up. You can spam with him, say hi, I'm, and he will shoot you in the face. It's like the worst companion.
So it sounds like playing with Willers.
Mostly.
Shoot so fast. He by the time he says that's me, you're
Ai, doamne, cum să fac așa ceva?
But with
I
him,
think I
you
saw
can.
that clip.
Shoot
Being on
first,
your
ask
own-
questions later. Sorry, what were you saying?
I have one clip when he has the stream, and he has me on side, and I was wiggling. Ah, it's me, like 3 seconds. He shoot. He was so sleepy that he couldn't process that.
That happens with me and Beaver all the time. We'll just be like doing a raid and I'll go, is that you? Is that you? Is that you? And then we just start shooting and we like shoot each other. It's like, oh, fuck, sorry, man. Just too busy just like talking shit instead of actually paying attention to what's
Yeah.
happening in the game. We just kill each other all the time.
You guys prefer playing solo?
I do so.
I like playing in groups sometimes. I mostly play solo though. I'm probably like 99% of the time solo, but I do enjoy playing with other people, especially towards the end of the patch. It's a good time to just like bullshit with other people and pass some time, you know?
I was playing with Summoning Clean a few weeks ago, man. I'm telling you, like, Clean has got to be the best guy to play Tarkov with, dude. He knows the map so well.
Super
And just,
tactical?
like, super tactical. His callouts are amazing. Like, that's probably one of the best times I play in the games when I play with Clean.
Yeah.
He's very tactical. He's like, plays very slow. Like I'm not used to. I've played with him a couple of times. I'm just not used to like going so slow. He's just charging around like a dickhead trying to shoot stuff.
Yeah,
It's,
same. Like,
Yeah, it's
I
fun
love
to-
playing McLean, but I always feel bad because, like, we play the game so much differently. He's like,
Yeah.
oh, I see two guys over there. And, like, while he's mid-sentence, I'm already sprinting straight at the two guys. So he's like, God damn it, Tweet, come back. What the fuck? You fucking Irish potato. What the fuck?
I don't mind that. Like, I like
no.
changing up the playstyle.
Oh, you guys.
Camera's not plugged in, is it?
It's plugged into the wrong. It's plugged into my fucking streaming PC.
Nice.
And I'm
Damn it!
Voice acting going on. Still nothing.
Like trying to do the pocket watch task. Fuck! Dead again!
Nah, delivery from the past, man. Welcome to the fucking suck.
Yeah, that one's gonna be rough. To be fair, last patch I got it done first try, but the patch before that I think it took me like it took me a couple of hours to get that shit done.
Patch before, I got it done in one time. It took me fucking 13 tries this patch, man.
Yeah,
Fuck.
yeah.
Fai, doamne, cum să dau cu așa ceva?
Punch it.
Nope, nope.
What are you doing?
Thank God, right?
I heard that.
Anybody check with the launcher? I dare not click on it.
I'm not touching it until Nikita comes back.
Yeah, for
I don't want him to show up my front door tomorrow.
sure.
600 tries, that's 600 lashings.
I'm gonna have to restart this thing.
Fai, doamne, cum l-a ratat pe ăla?
Altogether. Sorry, just curious.
25.
56k. Wow.
What?
No, just like the directory as a whole. That's crazy.
Oh, nice.
Patch isn't even out yet.
Yeah. Nah, they'll all fuck off when the patch is out. They'll all go one of those.
Yeah, they'll go like that.
Poți să mergi să vezi verifici.
Y'all gonna stream?
Nu gata?
It's 1:30 a.m. I didn't stay up this late to not stream.
Dude,
Oh yeah.
when
I've
did
got,
we
like,
start the
20 hours
podcast?
ahead of me.
Flesh. When was the first break?
Good question.
6 hours ago?
8 p.m.
Damn. Okay.
Yeah, you guys have been live for 5 hours and 48 minutes right now, so.
Soon.
Yeah, I thought it would take about that long. It's in the past. It's always like, oh, is it gonna? It's like gonna be an hour, but it's never predictable.
Is the audio working now?
Yeah, you're good.
Yep.
Yeah.
There we go.
There we go. Oh my god.
This you sec 3 face reveal.
Oh yeah, you stick 3 exhausted face. There you go, boys. There you
Sorry,
go.
guys. No updates yet. Nikita said when he's back on stream, he's gonna have good news. So soon, TM.
Is that Anton in the hat?
What?
I was just gonna say, did Anton flash his face earlier like Warren did the other week?
Yeah, that was pretty
I
funny.
don't know. So why is everybody saying stop opening the launcher? Is that actually making it take longer?
Well,
Apparently,
I
yeah.
suppose if you're pinging the server, it'll overload the server.
It's just gonna make people do it more. Oh my god.
Yeah.
I look like shit, man. Holy Holy fuck, that's terrible.
Okay, Down's gonna join. Let's. Oh my god.
So first thing you guys do when you get in game, go.
I'll find raid military base, dude.
Buy a
Yeah,
pepper.
agreed.
And then I'm off with it,
Alt click my fort.
Yeah.
Put it up. That big dick.
Yo, you gotta give me like 5 minutes. I need coffee. BRB.
What kind of guns have you got for you? I'm assuming by the camouflaged hat that you have an entire armory.
Springfield XDS. I actually got them ready. I've got a Century Arms Vepr. I actually got it taken apart right now, but it's the same one you can get in game with the Magpul furniture. And then I got pretty dope ass Magpul flip up sights on it. That's pretty sick. This is probably my most fun gun to shoot. It's got 0 recoil and shit.
That's nothing.
It's
I have a
crazy
fucking
accurate, too.
butter knife.
Yeah, I don't know what to say about that, dude. It's pretty good. It's pretty good.
Did you say AR-22? Is it? It's a 22 on the AR platform.
Hold on. These guys are freaking out. Don't show guns on stream. You can absolutely show guns on stream. You just can't threaten people with them with the camera and stupid shit like that. It's definitely not TOS.
Shush down,
What
chat.
were you saying?
Is that a so? Is it AR-22? You said. Is that a 22 LR on the AR platform?
Yeah.
Yeah, sweet.
Itty bitty bullets. But it looks just like a, it's shaped like a sword.
Oh, that'd be sick.
There's
Yeah.
Dan.
Made it.
Discord though. Does he know he's got to come in the Discord too?
He's just sitting there. I don't know what's happening.
We can hear you, but you got to come in the Discord. Is that what to tell him?
I just pinged him there.
There we go.
There we go.
How's everyone doing?
All good, man.
Pretty good. How are you?
And sorry for jacking up your audio settings. So hey, I don't know a lot of you guys. I'm Dan. It's nice to meet you guys. Are you guys like you're on the edge of your seats, like we're in the 11th hour, ready to get this thing going, or what?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
So hyped.
I slept like 2 hours.
2 hours? Burn the midnight oil. You guys just been hanging in there. Are you been watching like just clips, or what you doing?
I've been on this this podcast hosted by BS. Check it out. It's on Twitch.
Well,
We started off with a bit of structure, and then ran out of structure, and now we're just hanging out, waiting, and telling chat to refresh on the launcher. That's
Got
about
it. Got it. Well, I know a lot of you guys probably don't know me, but like I love Tarkov. I've been playing for about 2 years, and I take a really casual approach to it because I'm not that good. Like I feel like I've gotten up to like average skill, but unlike you guys who do like, 500-meter snipes, I focus on collecting gold chains in the game and rare items, and so I'm hoping to. Let me ask you guys this: from like, I know you guys are all very good players. What's like one of the single greatest tips you can give someone like myself who's an average player who loves the game that can maybe just get a little bit better?
Don't buy PRS ammo.
Know your ammo, know your armors. Know your enemy.
Yeah.
Destroy them.
Oh, that's such a good every time. It's like,
Yeah.
just play the game, forehead.
I think it would be easier if Tarkov wasn't Tarkov, you know?
Yeah.
This whole
Well,
thing
So
isn't.
you do all the quests, do you, Dan? Like, you go through all the quests as you're playing and stuff like that.
I get to the point until like they get to like the ridiculous, really hard quests, and it's like I make sure everyone hits the wall. And like I have a lot of friends that would like to play, but it's there's a steep learning curve. But my thing is like if I would consider myself like average to a little bit slightly above average, and like I've just kind of grinded it out and figured it out. But I've also had like a lot of good people that have helped me, like Deadly Slob and Markstrom, and like just even if you play with better players, it helps. But I know not everyone has that ability. So like outside of ammo, like is there anything that you guys have found like there was like a watershed moment where you're like, I get it now, or this was like a big moment where you kind of started to take down PMCs?
Map knowledge, probably. Sorry to.
Yeah, map knowledge is a great point. Like a lot of people really underestimate it, but I feel like something that a lot of people kind of they get it stuck in their head that every fight you come across you have to take it. Like they don't. Like there's so many instances
Dude,
where
I
you
do
can
that
just walk
every
in.
fucking time. I don't care.
It's so
you
hard.
know?
Yeah, it's hard to not run straight at a fight, but like I think a lot of people forget that. Like you don't have to engage everybody you come across. You know.
Yeah. I mean, you
I
guys
think
are.
learning how to disengage is incredibly important as well.
Yeah.
Like people like when you're aggressive, you need to be super aggressive, but when like taking a fair fight is going to get you killed. So if someone's looking directly at where you are and you can both peek the corner and look at each other, it's like a 50-50 chance you're going to die if you're equal shots. Like disengaging and repositioning and then being patient enough to catch them where it's not a fair fight. So only take fights where you're guaranteed to win. That's number one tip I'd give. And a lot of people, I think they refuse to disengage because they'll kill one player out of a 2-man or 3-man squad, and they'll go, "Oh, that guy had shitloads of loot sitting there. Oh, I don't
I
want to
just
lose
want to
that." So
touch their gun, dude, and that's it. I just
Well,
die
yeah,
after
but
that. I just want to open the inventory and like, I did this.
But a lot of people don't want to. They don't want to move away from that. Like they see that loot and they're like, "I have to defend it with my life." It's like just fucking walk away from it and then win the fight, and then actually be able to loot all 3 of them instead of looting one dude and getting shot in the face while you're looting.
Yeah.
Well, Slush Puppy, where does that discipline come from to not engage when it's like the whole game is centered around getting that engagement? How do you like get that discipline to not be greedy in that moment?
I think like learning how to make money in the game that's what opened my eyes to how the game worked properly, was like learning how to make money for low risk, like learning how to farm and like farm like rooms on shoreline or something like that it's not super high risk. You don't have to kill people for it, and you can do one run and get like 500k and then be fully geared again. So like you have your 500k to be able to buy a dope gun and good armor. So you always know that even if you do completely run out of cash, you're only 1 PM pistol and 20 minutes away from being back in a Gen 4 and an M4. And that's where it came to me. Like I used to worry about my gear. I'd always be like, "Oh, that guy had an M4. I have to run and get it now." But now it's just like, "Oh, well, if I need an M4, I'll just put on a PM pistol and a backpack and go and run shoreline and learn how to farm." But it's different for everyone what they enjoy farming. You read all the guides and stuff like that, and you work out what works for you. So it's that's sort of where mine changed. My outlook on it changed.
I know it's like a massive meme, but like it is true. Like you always have to follow. There's always one more. Like you always have to follow that rule. Otherwise, it's gonna get you killed. Like it. I know,
100%.
like most times, like sometimes there isn't, but like if you always play like there's always more people moving up on you, it'll definitely change the way you approach the game.
That's good. Only on that.
I mean, or you can just sorry. Or you could just be a Viking and just fucking jump that corner and be like, "I got this," and you yeet and throw a grenade, and then decide, "Nah, it's bad."
EFT, dude.
Oh, you can just be a streamer, and then every time you run out of money, just say, "Hey, chat, give me 20 million rubles," and then just keep running.
Nope.
Really
You know what?
Hey,
they
how do you make so
pick
much
up with-
money? I asked chat, dude.
Whatever, whatever you have fun
Yeah,
doing.
get a community. Get friends.
Yeah. understand, but all you have to do is stream for 2 years until you have a big enough community to fund all your escapades.
The only thing my community gives me is PRS ammo and AKs. So I mean, I'd rather not ask anything. I'll just go on my own. Drive the corner.
Curious
And you guys
and controversial question though. What's your guys' cutoff point for actually taking like loadouts and like meme guns and like handguns in your community? Like, what's your cutoff point for that?
None.
Like when the patch
No,
comes
don't
out?
ask me, don't fuck off. Just give me all your shit. I don't care.
fair enough.
I mean, this is
I
for
don't
me.
take
There's
anything
a
till I hit level 40. Until I'm like 100 traders, then I'll fucking free reign. Give me all your shit. I am what's the word? Fucking world vision. Hook me up, motherfucker.
It's pretty easy, guys. You guys play the game. You get all this money. You get all these guns, and just give it to me. Just give it to me. It's fine.
I have a little bit different stance on that. Once it gets towards like the end of a season of Tarkov, you know, when we're kind of waiting for the patch, like it's free reign. You know, I run a 3-hour show, so part of the length of Tarkov is re-equipping all your guns. Like I don't have guns ready, but you know, modifying it. So I'm really excited to see, you know, the templates. You know, with .12,
It's
you
gonna
can
be a
click the button.
huge time saver. Yeah.
It's gonna be so nice, dude. I can't wait for that.
Gun like click and ready to go, or however it works. But in terms of viewer kits, you know, I always seem like I tend to win the most when I have viewer kits because it's actually good gear. I have like a lot of really good players in the community that watch my show, and so you know it's no limits. Like I'll be like, hey, you know, someone will give me a kit for a couple million rubles, I'll get wiped in 30 seconds, and then I'm like, all right guys, give me more kits, and it just
It's funny hearing that
it's,
you actually get good kits because I can't remember the last time a viewer kit didn't have 17 scopes on it. Like,
Yeah.
what do I do
Yeah.
with this monstrosity? I feel bad for whoever gets this off me. Like,
I get a
I
lot
think
of
that,
RP
like,
groups as well.
I can't remember what I was gonna say anymore.
Can I ask you guys a question? 'Cause I
Slide.
want to ask you a question that I feel like every Tarkov player deals with at some point. How do you guys deal with like the rage-inducing moments? Because I think for the most part, I haven't really experienced any bugs or anything like that. But I'm talking the rage-inducing moment when you're 1v1 someone and you're like, I thought I had him, and you get outplayed like that. You guys know like the burning red feeling. Like, how do you guys deal with that in the moment, or do you not? And you just let it
Embrace it.
fly.
Embrace it, dude.
I just
Embrace the rage.
All
I
you
just
do
ban
is
a few people
go
from
with
chat.
it.
And it makes me feel way
cut your
better.
camera, cut your camera, and just do this.
But that's actually a big part of Tarkov, you know?
That's what I'm doing
It's
right
not
now.
like
Usually turn off the camera and well, start blaming all and go ahead with just the D or something.
I used to get super angry at it, like rage, like real hard, and then I just sort of one day I just like, I don't know, maybe I'm just jaded and like battle hardened to it. That it just like clicked one day, and I was like, yeah, who gives a fuck? Like, it's like, yeah, it's gonna happen. It's happening
The
to
moment-
everyone else as well.
Yeah, the moment you don't have gear fear anymore, even if you say you don't have gear fear, if
Yeah.
you think for a millisecond that, oh fuck, I'm gonna die, that's gear fear. That's gear fear, 100%. You will die. So you just gotta keep on, you know, keeping it straight. I mean, I played so many 1v1s in CS. I love it. It's a major chess game, and winning that chess game, best. Don't care about the loot. Winning that chess game, that's it.
I will say that that's an extreme unique part about Tarkov. For me, like I used to play Ultima Online, and since then, there's been no game that gives you like that sense of consequence and loss
Yeah.
since Tarkov. You know, and my opinion, that's why I love the game is that when you go in and you die, like it physically hurts. Like if you lose like something great, like it hurts. And you know, you could play other games and no disrespect, like you just respawn and respawn. But man, Tarkov to me, it's been such a special, unique experience because like I don't know about you guys, but I physically like you get super high and then you get wiped and it's like, man, like you feel drained, you know, especially if it's like a good fight.
That's why I love the start of the wipe, because when we start getting towards the end of the wipe, money doesn't matter. Everybody's rich as hell. Everybody's running around with HKs, Gen 4s. No one cares. And it's like Tarkov loses that magic. And like that's what I'm excited for. Like today and, you know, the next month to come. It's just like, oh shit, everything that I have actually kind of matters now. you know, I should be a little bit more careful. It changes the way you play and stuff. Changes your perspective on the game, you know.
Yeah, the beginning of the web, you have to be more careful on have that. I don't know if you guys had that starter set to try to get all you want.
Let me ask you guys this: if Nikita gave, let me ask if Nikita gave you guys the keys to the Deb squad or whatever, how do you guys think Tarkov like battles that in the future? Like, so when the game's released, like how can they do that to make it like a new wipe like every so often? Do you think they'll do seasons, or what do you guys think is the best way to keep that feeling? So it's not like the end of a wipe.
Probably sounds improbable, but constant DLCs and packs, you know, constant flow of content, of new content. I think that's what matters the most.
Do you think with a wipe?
Well, I don't know. I would say no, because you know, a wipe, and if that would include you having to go back and do all the quests from scratch, you know, it's like boring. But no, seriously,
we're all gonna do it.
I know.
The gear doesn't really matter to me.
Yeah.
It's more my character's soft skills.
Exactly.
Like, it takes so fucking long to get like max strength and stuff. Like I have done this multiple times on stream before. Just drunk as a skunk, just deleted my entire inventory just to be a fuckhead. And like I don't care that much about it. But it's the skills.
True.
I will never reset my character during a wipe just because I don't want to run like a slug. It takes so long.
Get you killed most of the
Kinda
time.
nulls
Running out
the-
of endurance.
Sorry.
Yeah. All good.
No, I was just gonna say, it's like that's the whole point of like progressing in a game like Tarkov. You know, building those soft skills and actually enjoying what you've worked so hard for in the past month to 6 months. You know, and just knowing that there's gonna be a wipe, I think that most of the community is gonna be like, yeah, let's go forwards, let's go HKs. You know, all the way down. And there's no like, there's only one way of how you're gonna play the game. The majority of the community, I mean, you know, come end game, you know, as soon as a new wipe is announced, it's gonna be like I said, you know, it's all more the same.
All right.
I will say
And,
that like whenever Tarkov does get close to its
Yep.
full release and like the player base just keeps getting bigger and bigger every patch, like they could do something similar to like what Passive Exile and Diablo do, where you have like seasons, you have your standard character, and you always keep that no matter what, and that would appease like a lot of the casual players because it's like, oh, I don't want to wipe my account or whatever, and then you can have, you know, season 1, and then it's like a 3-month period with like a leaderboard or whatever. It's like who makes the most money gets the most kills or whatever. But I still think that like something to keep the player base interested for all like the super hardcore players, there are something like a prestige system would be sick, to where you can reset your character but maybe keep your soft skills. But like you get some weird little cosmetic item or something, nothing like game breaking, just a cosmetic.
But
Maybe
that wouldn't be a full reset though, you know.
I mean, even if they wipe the soft skills, I'd still do it, to be honest. It would keep me interested.
Character
Definitely
grows
for
one
fun.
mustache hair.
Yeah.
It was like an icon or something, but when you take that person down, like, you know, hey, I just took down a prestige 3, and or like, you know, it means
Maybe they get a special tag on their dog tag or something, you know.
Yeah, because like I mean, Call of Duty's been doing it for years, and that's part of the reason why Call of Duty's player model is so good, because ever since Modern Warfare came out, like, you know, everybody wants to get 10th prestige, and everyone keeps grinding. It keeps people interested for so much longer, you know.
I mean, it was also be just amazing to kill someone that's, you know, is a pro in Tarkov, and you just outsmarted him, outgunned him, or even shot him in the back while he was doing something, eating the shonka.
Diamond encrusted dog tag in your dog tag.
It sells for 3 million rubles.
Like, I feel a lot better in the game even these days. Like if I kill a level 69 or 70, like if I stomp on a level 1, I feel like a fuckhead. Like, you don't. Like it would be nice to know though. Like, are they a level 1 or did they just reset their account and they're actually like a terminal sweaty and they absolutely love it?
I'll tell you what, when I kill level 1, I feel great, man. I'm just happy to get a kill. I don't care. I'm taking their gear. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
I always feel bad when it's a low level guy and he's He brought his water. Like, fuck.
Now it's mine. And your APSAs.
Yep.
Yeah, that's always my favorite when you kill someone. They've got like a cheese, a bandage, a fucking splint, and then a water and a food, and it's like, what the fuck? Are you not going camping, man? What the hell are you doing?
I'm so glad you're actually gonna have to eat and drink now, dude. Like, holy
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah.
'Cause
Little
all-
cooler bag is going to be useful again.
Yeah, yeah. There's over 30 or 40 different types of food in this game, and they all have their own animation.
Mhm.
And up until now, there's been no reason to ever use it.
Yeah, I mean,
Sorry, you go down.
go ahead. No, that's one of the things. Like, I'm really kind of a stickler for like cosmetic details. And when I first played the game, everything had its own animation. You know, everything from like the milk to the water to, you know, when that stuff. Like when I see devs focus on that, to me it's like they're in it for the long haul. And you know, because you can play other games and they kind of cheese the animation, and it's like, man, like it just makes it such a more engrossing experience. And you know, it's and I didn't even know what Tushonka was, but when they open it, you can be like, well, that's what Tushonka looks like. So I don't know, man. I'm just like, I'm excited to just experience Tarkov like brand new again, because you know, what is there? How many more items are they putting in? 50 to hundreds, or you know, including pieces. Yeah.
Like 200.
Yeah. I mean, it's
Close to.
yeah. They don't cut corners, you know, and you know, people could say, hey, whatever they want, but it's just they just do a great job with the game, and I don't know. I'm excited, and that kind of stuff to me. And I know there's like I'm just more of a casual Tarkov player. I play it all the time, but like stuff like that means a lot. And, you know, that they go the extra mile to do that kind of stuff because it's not always done in games.
Yep, I'm a huge no offense to anybody that's fans of this, but I can't really play Bethesda games anymore because I'm a huge stickler on this.
Did you guys see on Reddit?
Go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead.
No,
Did you guys see on Reddit the guy that did the person that did the Windex or the gun with that was so cool. I'm like, I wouldn't be surprised if you see something like that, like kind of sneaking in Tarkov. Yeah, it was so cool, you know. But like, I wouldn't be surprised if something like that was in the game. You know, it was like kind of a nod or something. Shout out to that guy. By the way, whoever did that.
This batch, they're extracting the like boosts that you get from food. So I don't know what any of them are, but like just theoretically, like you drink Red Bull and makes you a little bit faster for a little while. Not like super strength, but that kind of stuff's gonna be really cool. Just to like, is there gonna be a food meta now? It's like, oh yeah, before I go to battle, I'm just gonna like smash a can of Red Bull and then go and blast some dudes. Like,
Rail 6 cans of Coke.
yeah. Put up
I
with heart
texted-
palpitations after that.
I texted Nikita that suggestion months ago, and he's like, "I need some clothing. I'll see what we can do." And it's really good to see that it actually made its way into the game. It's like, food needs to be
I think they originally had it. The Red Bull had did something.
Yeah, we were talking about this the other night, weren't we? It was like you could search faster or something if you slammed a Red Bull.
Yeah, was it
for like
reload
2
fast?
minutes
Might
or
have been
something like
reload
that.
faster or something like that.
Yeah, I don't remember, but it definitely was in the game at one point. It was in the game at one point.
Yeah.
Tarkov's crack.
Yeah, that's gonna be wicked going into you go into a raid and it'll be like, yeah, I'm gonna eat like 65 biscuits and drink a Red Bull and a massive water and a pineapple juice, and then I'm gonna be fucking god mode. Yeah,
You're also
like,
gonna get dysentery, but yeah.
yeah, with pissing fluoronuclear orange and shitting crackers all the way through the raid, but it's gonna be awesome, man.
Imagine you just randomly would have to stop and explosive diarrhea like in Scum. Oh my god.
Oh man.
my
You're running from
god.
killing, you're just like, nope, it's gotta happen now.
Yeah.
Just you throw your
I've
gun
had
down.
so many fights in Scum where it's just like, I'm shitting.
I'm taking a shit.
Yeah.
I remember you ran over the battlefield. Remember when we played TDM on Scum and Slashy just runs VoIP. He's singing fucking Queen, running through the map, and I'm like, I can't wait for EFT VoIP to hear Slash sing
yeah.
Queen and running past.
VoIP's gonna. I think VoIP will take this game to the next level for just for content, like with content creation, because you got like DayZ, you can really get a narrative going.
Yeah.
Whereas like at the moment, I see Tarkov as like, for me, it's you can do a little bit of roleplay to a level, like fucking around with the voice commands and stuff like that. But mostly it's just a meat grinder. Like I just run around, just like shoot, click on people's heads. But once it's got VoIP and I can really get into like an RP thing and put on a voice changer and like fuck with people by like recording like soundboard noises of me reloading or like throwing grenades and shit like that. Stuff, like, it's gonna be really fucking cool.
And even
Can't wait for that stuff.
for making that hardcore if you are a good player, because you can make. Let's don't use Discord or TS. Let's just talk in the game and use radios or something. Makes more immersive.
Let me ask you guys this. Say you're playing with a casual player, just randomly on the map, you run into them, and on VoIP they're like, hey, I know you got me boxed in, you have 3 guys on me. Would you hear them out and consider not killing them? Because that's what I'm going to be that guy.
Oh, hell yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not gonna carry their loot all the way to the extract, so I mean, they might as well just donkey it over for me before I murder them. But like, that's the first day I played Scum. I was walking along, and I was just walking along a map. Me and Pestilli were walking along together. Pestilli just got nice and died, and then I negotiated. Realized I was talking to Cuddy and Willers, and actually made friends with Willers, and now play games with him like regularly, just from like meeting them on the server and fucking around. So I think it's like a really cool way to. I don't know. You're probably gonna meet a bunch of fuckheads too, but you might meet someone you like.
When VoIP
Yeah,
comes to
but
Tarkov, there just needs to be a button I can press on my keyboard to mute that shit. Like, just
They need to be
has
actually a
there,
volume
just-
mute as well.
Yeah.
Both of them.
I mean,
Have you had
knowing them is
have you had a
probably
bad
gonna be.
experience with VoIP? Sorry, go ahead.
No, you're good. Go ahead.
I'll say, Tweak, have you had a bad experience with VoIP, or you just...
I had a couple of bad experiences on Scum, and I remember for the first time, this was months ago, I was like, you know what, lads, I'm kind of bored of EFT. I'm gonna go play some Counter-Strike, and I was like, I'll leave VoIP on because people are saying, no, you should have VoIP on, communicate with your teammates. The first 15 seconds of the game, this dude just screams the N-word down his mic, and I'm like,
Oh, no.
It was
fuck this
warmed
dude.
up. Warm up.
Yeah.
Still counting down. Nope.
Just some Russian dude just screaming at me down his mic after I said hi. I was like, oh, thanks, dude.
Решил ко мне лезть? Ты засранец вонючий, мать твою, а? Ну иди сюда, попробуй меня трахнуть, я тебя сам трахну! Ублюдок, анонист чертов! Будь ты проклят! Иди, идиот, трахать тебя и всю семью! Говно собачье, жлоб вонючий! Дерьмо, сука, падла, иди сюда!
Where's that coming from?
41.
41.
That's 41. Have you guys actually ever seen the translation for that? Like,
Yeah.
what it's from?
Blood and concrete.
Oh.
That's really good. Yeah.
What is
Blood
it?
and concrete.
I don't... What is blood and concrete? You're gonna have to...
Oh, you can just YouTube it, dude.
Hi
Okay.
guys, ready to launch, and right now we are launching, and it's like it's overloaded already. I think it will be overloaded for sure, but we need to catch those bugs and errors with the overloading issues right now, because we need to get you people in the game. So
Why are you
as I-
covered in blood?
no. I think yes. Okay, so I will stay here, like I'm going there, going here, and still we will like launch the patch right now, I think, and let me check is it live or not.
I love how when Nikita came on, it was dead silent. Like you could hear a pin drop. Everyone's like,
It's boss.
It is big Nikita,
awesome.
man.
Boss pay bills.
Like right now we have an issue. We had an issue that everybody in the launcher press like launch, refresh, and this kind of overloaded the whole login system, and we decided to cut functionality from launcher to just ensure everything will be okay in terms of login authorizations. Right now, just a second.
Duck, duck, duck.
Так, да, что тут у нас?
What does that mean, by the way?
What do we have
So
here?
what do we have here?
Oh, what do we got here?
This will be my only ask, but can we get PogChamp in the chat for Nikita actually hitting the green button and it's going live right now?
Where's PogChamp?
Actual Pog.
Poggers, chat.
We wanted to do this earlier. Right now it's 6 p.m. here in Russia, and everything is only starting right now, because right now there will be a struggle. I think there will be a struggle with the new issues related to overload. So the process is going. Yes, it's live. You can download it, and
Alright.
Yeah.
and
you have a night team?
let's hope everything will be.
All right, can everyone in chat log off so I can download it first? Thanks. Cheers.
Yeah, you're free to download it right now to play it. It's okay. Even if I stay here all alone with Fair, it's okay. We will talk and maybe some good stories.
Oh,
I will be here
Pog.
because I will tell you if everything will go wrong. Like, don't panic. Everything is all right. We're fixing and stuff. So for the next, I think, hour, maybe more, I will stay here. Like, not here, but I will be here. Like, if something will happen, I will come back here and tell you how's it going. Okay? So don't worry. Again, I'm glad to have everybody here. People, like, we love you. Thanks for coming by. This is pretty important moment for us, and it's really cool to have you in the EFT community. So thanks for the devs, for you, and I will be back.
Thanks for having us.
Hell yeah. Cheers for having me on, man.
The launcher's already crashed.
Well, phase 2.
Yeah, can you guys get in? Because I can't. I can't even open the launcher right now.
I'm scared to even try.
Same to me.
I was downloading at like 5 megabytes a second, and then it just died.
Wait, but you opened the launcher?
Yeah.
No issues? Nice.
Started downloading and then died. It's dead again.
Okay.
I just gotta reiterate, when I've never been on a podcast where one person comes on and it's literally like, dude, Nikita comes on and everyone's like, yo,
It's like when the pastor walks into the church, man. It's crazy.
Yeah, all the other pastors stop touching the children.
Well,
Oh no.
Yo, okay.
Wait, is
He's
that
the guy
it?
with the info.
High school, man.
Well, Nikita
like
said
when you
he will
get in
ban
a-
me if I fuck up again, so
It's like when you're in a
Just don't
shitload
fuck
of
up
trouble.
for it.
hey,
You're
don't
sitting
miss
in
the
sitting
fucking
room, your
train, 40.
Dad walks in.
Hey,
God fucking damn it!
I'm never gonna live this down.
No, I'm gonna literally fucking sub to you every single month and just be like, don't miss the train, bitch. You
Nice
had
work,
one job. Yeah. Yeah. Those thrills.
Come on, launcher. Get me in
Never
there.
even missed a train in real life.
We are,
honestly.
we are all messing with the launcher, right?
I'm not.
So, yeah, I am not.
Oh, I am spamming that bad boy. I want to get in there, man. First in,
So
best dress. I want to unlock sloughs and then crash the market, bruv.
Okay, pass.
Well, there's a limit, 6, so.
Can I ask you guys?
bragging about the kilowatts per second there.
Yo,
Sorry, Dan.
hit it, Dan.
How did you guys first find Tarkov? Do you remember like the moment when you first
Oh
found it?
yeah.
Pretty much.
I think I watched an Operator Drewski video on it. He was like, "Yeah, this is gonna be dope," and then I went and brought it, and I was like, "Fuck, this game is expensive," because I went into the closed beta, and so I had to buy EOD edition, and then logged onto it, found out there was no Australian servers, played one match,
Oh.
and got killed by someone
it's a
I
hatchling.
couldn't see, and was like,
Hey,
"Fuck
buddy.
this."
Come over here. Come on.
So
I heard
didn't
somebody
play
up here.
for like 3 months after that.
Come on.
Pedro introduced me to
Come on, guy.
EFT. Came into my stream when I was but a 3-viewer little boy, and He asked me why the fuck
In
I
your
was streaming
regular
Diablo 3,
first-person
and he told me to
shooter,
come
you
play,
shoot
play
bad guys,
EFT with
you
him.
shoot robots, you run behind cover and automatically heal in 5 seconds. You
I
fire
was on
15 rounds
YouTube,
out of your
and there
rifle,
was,
then reload
I
it, then
was
bam! That
looking
magazine
for
that you
stalker
dropped on the
mods,
ground, the
and
one that's
it was
still...
playing automatically on the side. And top 10 Russian games coming out, and someone was talking about 2025
Mhm.
in the VOD, and I was
Yeah.
like, oh, what the hell's this? And I went to the site and I found all the free to play games, and I played that, and then Tarkov got announced like a month after that. So I was like, fuck it, EOD, let's go, boom, drop it, and I got into the closed.
I remember that I saw the announcement years ago. I always look for new games and more if they are tactical. And when I saw FT, it was like, yes. And when I can bug it,
Hai pus cealaltă?
the Spence is suffering. Sorry for the English.
Oh no, it's great. You're great, man.
All good, man.
My story is about
What
the
about
same
yourself,
as
Dan?
Ghost.
Oh, sorry,
Yeah, man.
40.
It was like I think I was Ghost. We were probably watching the same top 10 Russian video games coming out video,
Yeah.
and I saw the
How do you
Tarkov
get there
part.
on the internet? Is that
Oh,
past the
it's-
is that past the woodworking videos through the
Yeah.
fucking people cutting up foam with scissors?
I was
the
actually
naked
watching a
yoga.
video on how to open a can with a spoon. And I
Yeah.
saw the suggested video. And I'm watching it, and then I think like 6 or 7 was Escape from Tarkov, and I'm watching it, and I'm like, holy shit, these two dudes are shooting each other on a bridge, and they're actually fucking screaming shit at each other.
Yeah.
I need this game. So I went and fucking bought it. And I'm like, fuck yeah, I'm just gonna yell shit at people while I'm shooting. And then 2 years later, I voice acted in the same game. It's crazy.
Oh, they do. It's
Even
funny
now
how
we
things
yelling.
just get together. Holy shit. I ran into Clean, and then I was like, oh, this is so awesome. I should definitely stream this. And that time I was like flying up and down, up and down. And I finally stopped, and I was like, wait, what did I want to do? Stream the game, and I mean, history is history there. The game, and I mean, history is history there.
What about you, Dan?
You know, I just it was a YouTube video. I think it was Devil Dog Gamer, and I'm like, yo, this game looks pretty good. And then I saw
dude.
it was like early, and then that was it for me. And then I remember logging on to I think customs and playing, and I felt so lost. And then, but then from that point forward, you're just hooked. And
Oh my god,
that was
the
it.
rage of not knowing where the fucking exfils were when I first
Yeah.
played this game.
Oh, there.
Yeah.
I'm just like, where is it? Watching those red
Yeah.
fucking numbers tick down, and it's like, you motherfucker. I'm sitting there like trying to Google it. Like, where the hell is the exfil on this map? Can't find it.
Yeah.
Tabbing into the map menu
I
on
remember,
the tab menu. Can't find it.
I remember the first time of going into Shoreline, and I had no idea where the fuck I was going, and I died to like MIA in a raid, and I was just like walking around, just like screaming, just like, what the fuck? It's like, and I killed like 2 guys, and like they this is already far into a wipe. They had like dope M4s and like forts and shit, and I was like geared to the teeth, and I was like, what the fuck? Why? And I just lost it all. Like, but I remember when I downloaded, like I was working my old job, and which was boring as fuck, and so I would just sit there and watch Twitch streamers play Tarkov all day, and I'd just be sitting there just like taking notes on it. They'll be like, "Oh, I see," like getting that stuff, and I was like, "Fuck, I'm a nerd." Now I
Wait.
guess I'm a big nerd. I play it for a fucking living, I guess.
Hey, did you say you were taking notes?
Yeah, like writing shit down. Like I would like I actually
Hand
printed
drawn
out.
maps.
Like, I printed out all the maps and actually wrote down on the maps like what keys
Oh,
open which
no.
doors and shit like that. Like I wrote it down because I couldn't there was no like Photoshop software on the work computers, so I just printed it out on like A3 maps and I stuck them up on my wall behind the screen, so I knew where to go. Yeah. It was like
That's
a fucking scrapbook.
dedication, man.
Yeah,
Oh my
that's
God.
dedication.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, now I know. I know. Like, you could literally tell me a key, and I can tell you exactly what fucking door it
Yep.
opens, what,
You
and
know
what's
every
inside it.
map
It's
like the back of
oh,
your
yep.
hand now. It's crazy.
Yeah, that has a long weapon box in it, chance of a DVL spawn, and suppressors on the fucking table. It's like Jesus.
Sometimes it's just Sean spawn on the pillow, you know, like.
Yeah, exactly, man. Yeah, just ingrained into my brain now.
So what's everybody's least favorite map? We already went over the most favorite. What's everybody's least favorite map?
Sure, like
At the moment, labs.
labs,
Labs.
Really? Why do you guys say lab?
labs of
Just
duty.
played it so much, man.
It's
I feel like labs definitely changed the game a lot, big
Yeah.
time.
In what way? Like,
I
so
just
you guys?
main-
Yeah, go ahead.
It's just overpowered. Like, yeah, you can get so much gear off it and so much experiences and so much loot. There's no real point in running anything else last patch. And so I played it for like 3 or 4 months straight. And the Australian servers were ultra dead. So the only people you could fight were on labs. And so it was
Yep.
just became this fucking thing. It was just like, oh, it's either labs or nothing. And so yeah, labs sort of grinds my gears a bit.
I think labs is horribly unbalanced right now, and I don't think it will be balanced until you have to go on a map, a different map to get to that map. I don't think it'll be balanced until that's actually a real mechanic.
When you say unbalanced, what do you mean by unbalanced? In what regard?
Because Dan, you buy a 144k ruble key card and you come out with 2 million rubles worth of stuff. You know?
Yeah.
I mean,
Fair enough.
it's-
Fair enough.
it's a little-
It's getting your context.
it's a little ridiculous, you know.
But see, like you're making the assumption that everyone has. I don't say the ability, but I'll buy the key card and I'll come out with nothing because I die. So it's
Right.
Same.
I mean, yeah,
It's like
you got the risk, but once you learn how raiders work, like how their AI works, they're so easy to kill. It's really just the players you got to worry about at that point.
Yeah.
Like here's how you kill a raider: sprint at him, crouch, and he can't shoot you. He'll just stare at you and do nothing.
Really?
you can crouch.
If you run up to them, right, like touch them and crouch, they don't shoot you.
Really?
They'll like start looking around like, oh, like, I'll shoot you.
Yeah.
It's hilarious. To be honest with you.
Same with Killer. If you melee him in the leg, he'll just start shooting into the roof. You can just
Yeah.
you can just hatch him to death.
Wait, what?
I could get like
all these tips and tricks right now when it's
Talking about writing stuff down, huh?
Dan's like writing it down, like, all right, how to glitch.
Like it's sort of like bugs. It's like some of it's fixed now, but like you could the more you play, the more you experience it.
Tweak is back.
I'm back.
All right, so what were you saying?
I told you, Sam.
All right, I'm at 3.5 gigs, boys.
Yeet.
I haven't even got it open yet.
Shit, yeah, me neither.
I can't even open the launcher.
I'm doing it.
Feels bad.
Can't even open it.
Hey, do you guys like my can you hear my 3?
It's
Tell me
called
about that.
WD-40.
I just spit on it.
Yeah, quick status update that we are overloaded. as we like right now we are cutting things to like it's just about the logging. Like too many people trying to get into the game, and right now we will make some kind of limits to login process, and like the part of people will move in like will logging, and like I don't know how to say it. Like it's not like queue. It's more like we will cut the half of the people who try to logging. And
Oh, you're gonna throttle it. Okay.
yeah, and just make sure everybody will log in eventually. So right now everybody's just trying to log into the game, and it kind of stalled. And it's really hard to predict. It was hard to predict because we didn't even imagine how many people will try to log in into a game. I think it's more than 100,000. Yeah, more than 100,000.
There's more than 100,000
Yeah, they're trying to log in like pressing the button like it's servers like login server is going crazy, and This is what I wanted to say. So I will get back to engineers that trying to handle the situation.
That's crazy.
Okay.
100,000 people. This game is getting popular, man. Like there were a couple days where it was in the top 5 on Twitch, viewers wise.
Next wipe out, can we get a live camera to follow him on a day like this? I just want to go see what he's doing. Like,
You can't show that kind of violence on Twitch, man. You just can't do it. I can only imagine what's being said and done when he walks away from that camera.
A real darker ride. A real darker ride.
Literally
you
beat
fucking
Dimitri
idiot.
to death.
Igor, go tell Igor to fix other Igor. Go.
That's all. We were talking about that the other day. We were like, "What do you think's happening at BSG at the moment?" And I was like, "Well, it's pretty obvious. There's 160 people standing around Vasily's desk, and they're all just yelling, "Fucking fix it, Vasily! For fuck's sake, why?"
That's golden. I love it.
It was funny because, like, after I said that, like, literally half an hour later, they're like, "We have a stable build," and then announced the launch. I was like, "See, I told you, it was just Vasily. They were just waiting on Vasily."
Fucking fix it, listen.
Yeah.
Yeah, be right back.
Oh, that's golden.
all right, guys, I gotta run.
Holy
I'm out of town right now, but thank you guys so much for having on. I'm looking forward to checking out your guys' streams and good luck with .12 and I look forward to connecting with you guys. Thanks so much for having me on.
It was great meeting
Hey,
you.
peace,
pleasure
man.
to
Good
meet
meeting
you,
you, dude.
Pleasure to meet you.
Get me out there, all right? Just take it easy on me, all right? Just before you pop 500 meters. All right, later,
Welcome
guys.
to Taco, motherfucker.
Peace, man.
Hey, guys.
Oh, what a cool dude, man. He's got good energy. I like that guy.
I gotta give
Yeah,
it to him
he's
for somebody that's pretty family friendly to do that playing Tarkov and not swear. Hats off to the guy, honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah. I could not do it. Well, yeah. I'm me.
You have to be a kind of special person to contain all the rage while playing Tarkov.
Yeah, oh, for sure.
So rage inducing.
Man, I can barely stop saying fucking cunts when I'm taking out the rubbish, man. There's no way I can
Yeah.
do it. No way I can do it when I'm playing Tarkov.
I do that every morning when I look in the mirror. Fucking cunt. If Twitch ever starts moderating how much we can swear, a lot of us are in a lot of trouble.
I mean, geez, they
I'll
are.
have to. You know how they have no cam streamers? I'll be a no mic streamer, man. That's gonna be mad.
Oh, I'm getting further with the launcher now. Things are happening. I'm getting different errors now. This is good.
Try to fight it, but I always get the same error, so.
I've only seen one person get in, and they stuck on a loading cog. Killing it.
Oh no! I ran out of disk space! Oh my god! What am I paying for?
When you are full equip and you die in the first second of the raid.
This is awful! Gotta uninstall Arc.
Ew, fucking arc.
God, what are you, fucking 12-year-old prepubescent boy?
Hey, I like that game.
Well, I have to go, guys. It was a pleasure. Sorry if I don't speak too much.
That was nice to
Oh,
meet
good,
you,
man.
Slurpee.
Yeah.
Hope
Nice
to
to
see
meet
you
Six
on
or beat.
Tarkov.
It must be hard in your second
yeah.
language. We're all just sitting here yelling in English.
Yeah, I understand, but I don't have the the skill to speak so much. So sorry.
Understandable, man.
See
Hey,
ya.
I can understand you just fine, buddy.
But
Good shit. See you, bud.
peace out, man.
See, man.
Oh, I saved it. All right, I installed a bunch of games I don't play anymore. We're good. That's the tough thing when I converted to solid state, man. I don't have as much space as I used to.
Yeah, and I installed Hentai Weed Puzzler.
Oh, why, dude? I'm like halfway through my playthrough of that right now.
I have like every one of those games on my Steam because one of my subs just gifted them all to my Steam account, and I was like, oh, I guess I'll accept them. It'll be funny. And so then I found out that people can see my Steam games list and were questioning my taste in video games.
No.
There's 0 hours on all of them.
Hey, Fair, I gotta say, I like your new room, man. You don't look like you're in a Pripyat hotel anymore.
Dude, the setup though.
It's awesome, man. I'm jealous.
I respect the nano leaves. Nano leaves are the play.
Yeah.
They're so good, right?
I love
How
the
much
app.
are those?
Like $200 for 9 panels. They're pretty expensive, but
9
they're
panels, yeah,
really
yeah.
nice.
Yeah,
How
you
do
get this little app on your phone.
Is that plugged? Does the power cord go through the wall or something, or is it battery?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, you plug it in.
Yeah, that's pretty. And you can change it to whatever color you want with your phone. So I could get like a whole bunch and like.
Yeah. Yeah, you can
like, my
basically get
logo,
another.
change-
If I was to get another pack now, I can just insert it in the ones I already have on the wall.
They get
Wow, that is
incredibly
great.
bright as well.
Yeah.
Holy shit! Wow, you're not kidding.
Yeah, and like the look, it actually like it's kind of uncomfortable to even look at them when they're full brightness.
Oh,
The
this would
camera
be
doesn't
for you,
pick up on
40.
them.
Yeah.
Yeah, we just need the Russian hard base. That's perfect.
You definitely need some colored lighting though, and yeah, it changes your room so much. When
Yeah, I
you
need to
go
get a
from,
ring
like,
light
the
first,
colored
dude.
lighting. If you get it like a ring light close, like I have an Elgato key light, and then behind me I have colored lights, and it just sort of sets the room off because like it's dark, white walls.
You guys all have such cool stuff. I don't like anything. It's boring.
I just walked around the house and just stole all the shit that my wife has brought. And she was like, why are you taking all this shit? I was like, because I want to make my room look cool. And now I have one room that looks really fucking dope and the rest of my house is bare.
I just need to make a I'll be right back.
I don't know, man. I kind of had to like make my workspace. Like
Fair, you should take those. Fair, you need to take that foam. And I'd spread it out. I wouldn't just have the one block. I'd spread them out a little bit.
No, I
It's gonna
got
help
it
dampen
on
the-
both sides.
Oh, do you? Okay.
Yeah, like throughout the room.
Yeah, a lot of people think you gotta cover all the walls and stuff. You actually don't. You can space it out and actually.
Yeah, I did. It's actually cool though. I tested it
dude,
out.
I'm jealous. That shit's expensive.
What, the foam?
The foam, yeah. At least what I've seen.
I got it for like 20.
From where?
Like AliExpress.
Oh, see, on Amazon, it's not cheap at all.
Shouldn't it be like I don't know, $1 per? Turned out it was like $1.50 per foam piece.
AliExpress is awesome. You go and like I went and brought some friends and I was like, oh, I go to like Radio Shack and it's like, oh, it's like $2 for 3, and then I went on to AliExpress and it was like, oh, it's $2 for 500.
Super cheap. I have to have it comfy though, dude. I spend like 20 hours a day here.
It looks comfy, dude.
Yeah.
What kind of chair do you guys have? I know you got a Rocket Lab slush. Is that what that is?
Rocket Sega Labs.
Cedar Labs?
I'm affiliated if you want to
I
buy
got
one, man. I'll give you
St. Jude sent me this chair. It's one of Vertiger's chairs. It's really good. I like it over the DX Racer. It's not leather or whatever. It's pretty comfy.
Nice. Fair, what do you got?
He's got like a Genesis something.
Yeah, you guys want to see?
It's like a fold-out lawn chair. I love that.
Check this out. Check out my chair. That's broken. I can't use that. Check this chair out.
Nice.
Look at that.
That looks super comfy, dude.
fucked up my sciatic nerve. I can't sit in it anymore. I don't know what's wrong with it, but I couldn't walk. It screwed up my back so bad one day. I literally had to park in the handicap spot at the gas station.
That's why I got this the Secret Labs one. It was fucking up my back as well. I got like a bulging disc in the bottom of my back, and it's just like shooting pain down my leg. The worst.
When I was a lifeguard, I had a bulging disc in my back. I got lucky to fix myself, but dude, I was immobilized.
Yeah. I wouldn't look back, mate. It's like, you don't know it until you experience it. It's like, yeah, guess what? Now taking a shit is the most effort you'll ever put into your entire life. Like, you are going to suffer. It's the absolute worst.
I've had some. Actually, I'm not gonna talk about that on the stream. I'll talk about it online. I gotta remember this isn't my stream. This is a game company stream.
Well, I've checked it off. I've talked about hentai and shitting. And...
Oh no.
Please,
Cuddy,
no. Please,
Cuddy
no.
wanted us to talk about eating ass, but like, I don't know.
Nikita comes in and
There's
he's
no time to
talking
talk.
about eating ass. He'd be like, okay, listen up.
Wait, did anybody download the game?
No.
I don't have any time
I
to
have
talk about
200
anything else,
megabytes.
man. I'm
What about you, Chad?
too busy eating else.
Chat will tell you the truth.
I'm downloading from the Miami server. So try the Miami server.
Can't even
Can't
open
even
the launcher.
change servers. Alrighty, my dudes, I'm gonna go bang my head against the wall while I try and download this patch. Cheers for having me on, guys. This was good crack.
It was nice to
Bro.
meet you, Twig.
Hell yeah, you too, man.
Always.
Good luck downloading the patch, people. I'll see you in there, I suppose. Good luck with the bronze
Bye,
pocket
dude.
watch.
Plug your stuff before you go.
Follow my Instagram and my Patreon and my OnlyFans. Cheers, guys. Peace out, dude.
Get my cosplay loads, brother.
Yeah.
Diamond
Only the best.
Diamond
Only
tier
the best for
only.
my tier 3s, man.
Yeah, baby.
Take it easy, boys.
See you, dude.
Yeah, I'm gonna head up as well. It was it was good. I'll
It's a pleasure meeting you too.
yeah, pleasure meeting you 241 and meeting Fair for the first time in person.
Yeah, dude.
Are you
Likewise.
awesome? Slush?
Yeah, man. Yeah.
I
Australia.
play. I do role play in the servers owned by an Aussie, and we have a lot of Aussies. And,
Yeah, Coil man. Yeah.
Yeah, you
he's
guys are great people.
he's a cool guy.
Oh, here's Nick.
Yeah.
back.
So guys, like as we, how to say it?
I got 1 megabyte to go. It's stopping at 1 megabyte to go.
Predicted, yes, as we predicted, we have a lot of problems with the overloading right now, so we need to fix it and fix it really quick. So you will experience a lot of like bad things, like login problems and backend overloading. We are working on this, and we will be here in the office until we fix it. So I think it will be a good idea to end this stream
Okay.
because really I need to be over there, and
Yeah.
it's really hard for me to like. Thank you very much, people, that you came. Like it's went not so smooth as we expected. It went not smooth at all. So we need to fix things, the things. So yeah, thank you everybody who was with us for this more than 6 hours. It was a pleasure for us, and thank you very much that you're still here.
The chat loves you. They're spamming you with love right now.
So we need to fix the shit, and we are here. We will not leave the place until we get the game running well. So take care. Thank you very much. We will see you in the next podcast, and let's hope that everything will be okay with the game right now. Because so many people are trying to log in. It's like total madness. We even cut this number in half.
Look at it from the positive side, you know. Once you get this going, it's gonna be good.
Yeah.
It's a hard day.
growing,
It's
man.
gonna be worth
Game's
it, dude.
growing.
You got the community's got your back, so gotta
Okay.
share the love.
Thank you guys. I will be going. Thank you.
All right, man. Good luck.
Yeah, thank you.
Thanks for having us.
Bye, everybody.
All right, boys. We're gonna kill it here. Thanks for sticking. For 6 hours, was it? I think it was like 6 hours.
Yeah,
We tried to ease the pain, but yeah, technical difficulties are technical difficulties. So, thank you very much for your love and support, and see you next time. Keep an eye out on Twitter. They're posting the updates over there. Special thanks to Ghost Freak, Slush Puppy, and 41 for chilling till the end. Much love to those guys. And
Special thanks
one
to you
last
for
message.
organizing it all, Fair. You're a legend.
I got one last message for you, Fair. You still hear me?
Yeah.
Nice work, bitch.
All right. Peace, everybody. Thank you very much. See you.
Peace.